Anytime now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Iron Seas. It is I, your captain, your host, the Kahuna. The ultimate Kahuna, some would say. And I'm joined by my beautiful guests. The beautiful, the magnificent author, Maji-chan. Billy Mac McHuiston. Orpus Christman. J.R.R, as some would say. Mr. K.D. I'm going to call you just for today. Mr. K.D. Pritchard. Yes, Mr. there we go.
K.D. I'm getting it preemptively set up here.
He is the first man in this relationship. Yes, no, it's great.
And today we are going to be K.D. with the belt.
Yeah.
And what a belt it was. It goes around her about 5 times. She's so skinny. Now, today we're talking about model stuff. We're going to be talking about a movie about models. You've seen us here before on the Iron Series. We discussed Zoolander, one of Ben Stiller's OG movies. Owen Wilson, fantastic, really funny movie. What is this, a place for ants? We love it. And then they also made another one, so we're going to be talking about it. And we're going to be talking about, spoilers, problems with movies that get delayed for too long. And then, I heard John A. Douglas mention today on Twitter, oh, nice of you to strike when the iron is cold and freezing and hasn't been hit in years. Perfect timing. That's kind of the essence of this film, unfortunately. But before we get going, let's go around and see how everybody's doing. Maji, how are you doing? I see you are savaging a native land with your magical powers in your game, yes.
I'm blowing stuff up with a laser gun. Does that count?
To a fantasy world, it would be magic. And seeing how owned the game was, it might as well be a fantasy world. Bill, how are you doing, my friend?
This shirt is entirely too tight.
Amen, brother. Amen.
That said, I am doing okay. I'm
sorry. Is this distracting?
No, it's perfectly fine.
Oh, good.
Look, it's very distracting. The clothes are already very tight. I was already having very high difficulties hiding my pieces, and now it's just infinitely worse. So,
wait, are you wearing pants? What pieces are you hiding, Bill?
So many questions right now.
What's a piece? Why are you hiding it? Why do you have so many of them?
Look, it's not a proper discussion with the boys.
Oh, wait,
it gets
guys, we misunderstood. It's not a shirt. He's wearing a one piece, like it's what those ghetto girls wear. It's like skin tight. It's a full body suit. That's what Bill's wearing. That's what's going on.
Not quite.
What? How do I know what they are? I am.
Yeah, how do you know what they are?
I am a curious little boy, Maji. That's how. Jared, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm not wearing a romper, so that's always a plus.
Oh, did you guys see that trend they tried to start years ago with the male romper? It was
yes.
gayest gayest thing I've ever seen. Like I've seen like men kissing is less gay than that romper. Like that's the truth.
I don't know, man. I saw the kiss between Pedro Pascal and what's his bucket. I wish I hadn't.
Yeah.
Oh, he wanted.
I just wish I didn't.
They
have
both
eyes.
wanted that. It was not. Yeah.
Dude, so I'm digging the Rambo 3 Stallone wig.
Oh, thank you. You want to know what I had to do to earn this thing? I won this.
Did you have to stick fight in Thailand?
So we went to my nephew. We went to my nephew's second birthday party. There was a 28-foot trailer that was entirely one. It was a smoker, a series of smokers and things. It was handmade with pre-60s propane tanks. It was magnificent. Royce would wet himself if he saw it. So yeah, we had brisket, we had pork, we had ribs, the whole thing, and then all the kids for the birthday party, they got to beat a piñata, which was made of concrete, I'm pretty sure. And then the adults, we had to beat through a traffic cone. One. It turns out he actually had a traffic cone in there, and that's why it took so damn long. But out of that hat fell little airplane bottles of Fireball, about 900 hats, and this beautiful wig. I put it on. I had about 5 or 6 of the fireballs dangling from my gorgeous locks, and it was a fun birthday party for a 2-year-old.
I get it.
We'll say.
Do you remember most of it? That is the real question.
Hello, Thorin. How be you? Hey, tell them about you hitting the piñata at your cousin's birthday party.
I hit the piñata with my life.
Anyway, I love you, son. Go inside and listen to Grandma eat sloppy joes and be merry.
Listen to Grandma eat sloppy joes. I love it. Yeah. All right, let's we're gonna shift over to this view here.
Yes, that beautiful view.
Yes, and animation will be joining us later when he's done with work. But yes, Zoolander, this pile of garbage, this steaming,
this horrible movie.
sequel. Like I can forgive a lot of the first one. I really can. You know what I mean? It's like that goofy, okay, this is new, whatever. But like, I don't know, man, they got so arrogant with it. Just right off the bat, like doing a second one, when they like had that defined ending on the first one, it's basically happily ever after. Just even doing a second one is kind of like, oh, get it? Because like you're not supposed to just keep going once you have an ending and it's funny. It's like, no, it's actually cringe. And that, my friends, is like the running theme to every joke. It's like you can tell they were like, get it because it's funny, because it's like we're not supposed to do that, and it's like
the
actually
same movie but with modern references. Yeah,
it's actually just terrible and cringe. It's I see where the humor could be. You could be thinking this might be like kind of funny, but like it just everything's stupid. Like they it's like the classic what is it? I don't know what other things are guilty of this, but he had like a wife and kid at the end of the first one, and they just kill off the wife in between movies, and like even give him a new lady. Yeah. I don't know if anything else has been guilty of that, but that's clearly like a taboo.
Almost any action hero.
Right.
It's like one movie, it's like I love you forever, and then like next movie, who was that bitch anyway?
Yeah.
You guys know it's true. That they got away from that problem in some movies by making it like, oh, he doesn't have to save his woman, he has to save his daughter. John Matrix in Commando. That was a better move, but
well, friggin' how many Takens are there from Liam Neeson? Come on.
The biggest problem with
I
that,
try not to think about it.
The biggest problem with those movies, it's not that they kept making them. Second one was fine. Third one is terrible and shouldn't exist. The second one, they could have named it Taken Again, and they just didn't do it. I'm so disappointed. They could have called it Taken Again.
Yeah, dude, Taken Again. Yeah, dude. Oh my god, dude. That's
I know,
like a good idea.
It pisses me off to no end, the fact that they didn't go
and
for
then
that.
And then Kuhn, are you ready?
Yeah.
Taken Back.
Yeah, dude.
It's right there. They're right there. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
As soon as you slap a number on a sequel, it sucks.
Yeah.
Also, that movie did not need a sequel.
No,
it was perfect. Leave that movie alone.
Liam Nelson's friggin' naked gun should have been son of a gun. Then that way it would have made it and still.
It would have been right. Why are you fighting one of
Monty, kill the
Asmongold's
monster.
friends?
I am killing the monster.
I don't think so. I think he's killing you, aptly.
No. Well, now he is.
Oh, I'm not dead yet. Bring out your dead. Kahuna's yeah. Oh, you hate wait, Billy, you hate Avengers 4 Endgame?
Hold on. There's a typo.
No, there's no holding on. No.
I hate the title because the title for Avengers 4 should have been Avengers Assemble. Why the fuck did they call it Endgame? Who the fuck even I didn't even know what they were referencing when I saw the title reveal. I was like, where the fuck did you pull Endgame? Out your ass?
Why
not call it Avengers Assemble? No.
They said it in the movie. They said it in the movie.
In the last fucking movie, in a fucking line from Doctor Strange. I don't give a shit. The Avengers are assembling to kick Thanos' ass and you don't call it Avengers Assemble? Fuck off! And then they have the audacity to rename the first new movie. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck yourself with a rusty dildo, you pricks.
Fuck. Anyway, tell us how you really feel.
I just fucking did!
Oi! We're back. About done with work. I'm so excited for another calm, loving voice. Sword Rush, don't answer Maji. Sword Rush asks, what game is being played? It's this brand new game. It's it's a laser gun in a beautiful fantasy world. It's kind of like a light novel title. It's fun. It doesn't work that well, but Maji loves it.
No, this is Fallout 76.
So I'm not deep in the Fallout world. Like, why was this game so controversial? Because from what I understand,
this game came out broken and ass.
Oh, really?
Like, so
not fun and also not good.
They released it to. Oh, go for
ahead,
it.
I was just gonna say there were some issues with some merchandising stuff as well. Look up the nylon bags. The nylon bags is
that was cheap nonsense,
Yeah,
dude. I remember back when games with Legendary Editions used to be so nice. They were so good to us. With Halo 3 Legendary, you got a comic of stuff that happens in between the Halo games, and it was good. I miss good extras. Oh dear God, Maji's gonna die anyway.
Yeah. So
anyway.
So what? Yeah. Why the hate? Why the hate for this game?
Okay, so when this game first came out, let's start with the nylon bags because I'm probably gonna die here anyway.
Meyer lurking,
Meyer Lark Queen,
lurking in the mire. Get it? The Kings are creepy. They're like Lovecraftian. The Meyer lurks are pretty Lovecraftian in general. They're pretty great. One of the better.
But anyway, when the first game came out, they had this collector's edition that was they promised like high grade stuff. One of them was supposed to be this like combat style nylon bag, but in actuality, it was not even a little backpack, and it pissed up. I'm dead. It pissed a lot of people off. The promo for the game already flopped right off the bat, and then when you actually got the game, when you got the game and you started playing it, the world was empty. Like there was nothing. You went to the overseer's house, you followed the little breadcrumbs, and find out you are the sole survivor. There was nothing else to do outside of that. And then Bethesda slowly started fixing the game up about a year and a half ago. Did a major overhaul on the game, and they actually added in a whole NPC line, all sorts of new stuff. They even brought in a couple of DLCs, but I mean, there was, other than just like little dailies and stuff, there was nothing to this game. It had no meat, no bones.
Okay.
A lot of the RPG elements were lacking too. Like that's kind of been the whole direction of Bethesda as a whole. It's like, we're going to slowly take out RPG elements out of our games, at least meaningful ones.
And it was broken. Like, it was so
Unplayable.
glitchy and it was not playable at all. Granted, right now I'm getting my crap kicked in, but that's because my armor's out of date. I haven't bothered to upgrade it since the last couple of patches. But
Have you
no,
considered
it's gotten
spray?
a lot better.
Have you considered spray for the bugs?
Yeah, probably. There is insect repellent, but I'm too lazy to make it.
With a laser gun? I mean, you have a laser gun. Why would you use repellent when you have a laser gun? Truth be
Well,
told.
the problem is, you see these little dudes? The queen shoots little babies at you that will kill you if you're not paying attention.
Yeah,
So
Halo
you
was...
think you're fighting one thing, but if you notice, I got like 20 things on me.
Earlier, you were getting shot by someone with a Gatling gun, it looked like, as well.
Yeah, I killed him.
Oh, okay, that's awful. But we're also talking about Zoolander too. There's a whole bunch of movies like that came out in recent years. I would say that the Naked Gun movie was kind of an exception. They did what they should
It
have
was
done.
good.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was funny. It wasn't as good as the original or any of the first three. Debatable. Maybe as good as the third one, but it did something special because most of those comedy sequel movies from recent years have been dog crap, absolute turds, and I don't think a single one of them have made their money back. For example, this movie in particular, Zoolander 2, budget around 50 to 55 million. Cool. Worldwide gross about 56 to 57 million.
Whoops.
I'm no mathematician here, but Jared, how are those numbers for movies?
That's a loss because that's so what that 50 million is representative of the production budget, but not any of the marketing. And so once you should figure the whatever the production budget equal or greater to the production budget for the marketing. So you figure $100 million total spent. So if it only made 50, it lost money.
And that was gross too.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is that's really bad.
Yeah, it was a loss. It was a loss. Take the L, boys.
Now to salute who actually did outperform them when it came out, Deadpool, the first one, because that movie was amazing. It deserved the performance that it received. But yeah, no, there's a whole bunch of movies of this ilk that are just they're not that funny because they're trying to recapture a humor that they're no longer writing. It's not the original writers or production crew. It's like you might have the same actors, but it's like Dumb and Dumber, like the second Dumb and Dumber movie. That movie, like all the jokes were out of date by years because they kept on delaying production. And from everything I heard, Zoolander 2 suffered from the same kind of problems. It's like, this film's been rewritten so many times. They've tried to green light it about 9 times, and they finally got it. But now the finished script is 5 or 6 years out of date, and it's out of date because they're not relying on solid humor. They're relying on references to things
and celebrities and
guest appearances. It's basically
but it's funny because reference, point and laugh, monkey.
Yep.
Well, it's kind of like Deadpool and Wolverine, the third Deadpool movie. It's funny now, but it won't make sense out of our time.
Yeah,
right.
Because it was very modern pop culture references on how Hollywood's failing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I tried to consider whether Spider-Man No Way Home suffers the same way, but I don't think it does because the characters that show up are important and are treated as characters, not just as plot devices.
Not only
except for Lizard, he was a plot device. He had nothing. There was
not only that, but No Way Home suffers in entirely different ways. Like the entire first third of the movie.
Oh. What about it? What break down what your problem is.
Okay.
Bring me pictures of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is supposed to be smart. Doctor Strange is supposed to be smart. How the flying Fizzidiok did 2 smart people? How does that entire sequence play out with Peter Parker and Doctor Strange that causes all that multiversal bull crap to even happen? I
that is something
understand.
I've
I
considered,
understand why he's doing it. He wants to get his life back. That's okay. That's fine. You're not going to go over the spell beforehand. You're not going to get everything ironed down so you don't break reality. Something that Doctor Strange, you did on purpose in your own movie to stop Dormammu.
Yeah, you do this in this movie because there's an irresponsible teenager.
My
No,
rage was
not
so
yours.
great I went out of focus.
I know, he got so angry, he got close.
Mhm.
Actually, this is
Right.
this
That's
what
his,
it-
that
this
was
is what it
the
looks
raw
like when
power
you
of
wear
his
glasses.
aura. That was the raw
There you go.
power of his aura interfering with the camera.
Yeah,
The
there
light
you
of
go.
his spirit overwhelms the aperture.
Yeah,
The light of my nerd rage.
blue steel,
Yes.
blue
But
steel, Magnum.
But yeah, no, there were it wasn't even Peter Parker. He's young. His actions could be excused. The way Doctor Strange was acting was odd in that movie, especially like initially. I'll grant you that.
well,
I
It was-
wondered if there was some greater plot reason, but there wasn't.
After that,
Dumb.
it's fine. After we get all the multiversal bull crap, I can sit down, shut up, eat my popcorn, and enjoy the movie.
Eat it.
Yeah.
well, they
that-
had to make Doctor Strange somewhat incompetent because they made him so powerful in the first one. Nobody was going to believe Doctor Strange 2. So by making
Yeah.
No Way Home the middle between the second one and the first one, it's because face it, they had to dumb him down because he was the white wizard, the white guy wizard. And then of
Yeah.
course he couldn't outshine Scarlet Witch.
Well, and the other thing too is they couldn't if they do that, then they don't have then they can't plot the plot for No Way Home.
Yeah.
The plot won't work if he's too smart to solve the plot before the plot happens.
Even though he's
So.
supposed to be almost as smart as Richard Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a member of this group, like the Illuminati in the Marvel comics. They're responsible for sending Hulk to Sakaar and like trying to protect the planet, like as a secret organization. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
As someone who focuses primarily on logic and making sure my own stories make logical sense, that my characters act in character and that their actions direct the course of the plot in logical fashion, in logical considering who they are as people.
Bill, if you say logical one more
no end.
time, I will point out any logical fallacy I see in your series. If you say
There's more to
logical.
life than just being really, really ridiculously logical, Bill.
There's much, much more. Like
See,
But
having
that
a great
was
hair.
funny. That was one thing. Like I didn't bother watching this movie when it came out because I was already living out here in Idaho and going to the theater. And for me, like that, I'm an hour away from the nearest cinema.
Oh, so you really need to want to see.
So
that.
yeah, it's got to be something I'm like really wanting to see. So like I heard when it was because it was like 2016. So it's like I saw this like whatever. No, I was not interested at that point because it's been so long, and the first one was so good. So when I watched this one, I had never seen it until we were getting ready for the show. So watching, I was like, oh man, this humor does not hold up at all.
No, dude.
It is.
Yeah,
it's
largely lacking the humor that the first one brought so well.
The only thing that made me laugh, and I genuinely laughed, was, and I guess it was so funny.
There's a couple things.
When he checked his son out of the orphanage, and they're driving down the street, and then they just roll that convertible just over and over and over again. They just keep the endless car wreck. That made me laugh.
Yeah.
But other than that, the rest of it was like, huh.
There's also the the slapstick basically is what you're saying. The slapstick humor. Yeah, because they're not that's all it is. All it is what you're
Here's the
seeing.
thing.
Yeah.
Good slapstick is funny as hell, but Ben Stiller can't do slapstick. He cannot.
No.
Not to a huge degree. I agree with that. And it's like it also
it's
harkens
not
back,
in his MO.
It's like if you have a really good comedy film, it will be funny generations separated from its original audience. Not that I would subject my kids to this movie at this age, but God forbid when I let them watch Airplane for the first time, they won't understand why certain things are funny, but they will think the movie's funny because
My kids laughed at Ghostbusters, dude.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
that movie's objectively funny.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
like,
So it's
yeah.
like, if it is, like, I mean, geez, that was 84. Like, I was 6
Yeah.
years old when that movie came out. This movie's 42 years old, man.
I was 10 years away from being anyway. 10 years away from existence.
Yeah, dude, like, so with Zoolander, the problem with Zoolander is like one of the problems with just modern Hollywood in general is like the films become self-referential. This is like, it's a movie about itself. It's not about anything else. It's just about itself. It's like, well,
yeah.
It's like, imagine if they made a new, like, if they made a new Princess Bride, I wouldn't want to watch it.
No. Oh,
no.
Yeah, see, doesn't
Jared,
that sound gross and horrible?
Yes, that sounds so bad.
Jared, this movie was about something. I don't know if you noticed the Epstein coded sub themes imbued in there, but like, I don't know. For example, it all revolves around Zoolander's kid. So now there's a kid involved with this plot. He's like the chosen one. There's all this stuff in politically about certain chosen people. I don't know. I've heard something about that. The Epstein files show stuff about kids, you know, things with kids, occult stuff. There's a whole occult sub theme to this movie with their prophecy and everything, where they dress up like Eyes Wide Shut. Like I said, they thought, we're being edgy, right? Because like we're the elite that are like drinking blood and doing these occult rituals. So like when we do it and shine, it's called hanging a lantern on it, right? So it's like subversive and funny. And it's like, no, dude, you're actually just celebrating it. You're just celebrating it. You're not even, this isn't subversive. You're just kind of admitting it is what you're doing. And you know, when you look at the prophecy itself, it really is kind of just like rearranging a few key pieces of the truth. Like they're talking about how the kid is the fountain of youth, and they need to sacrifice him in an occult ritual and bathe in his blood or whatever, so that they can all live forever.
Which was ironic that they used that Justin Bieber was a sacrificial lamb at the beginning of the film.
Oh, bro,
I was going to mention that was actually funny when it first came out, because
it did not age well.
It did not. But
no,
I grew up with Justin Bieber like becoming king of the world in music and pop culture when I was in my school days at the time. It was cathartic seeing him get killed in the beginning of this film. Whenever, like, no hate for the man, he has a heart. It would be hard to be as famous as he is. I think that'd be a burden on anyone. But
then
at the time,
Kahuna, then time passes. You rewatch it for your weekly podcast, and you realize, oh, holy crap! Justin Bieber found Jesus Christ. They forced him to do this part, either knowingly or unknowingly. Either he had to do it, which means he's faking every second of his time in the movie, or he just doesn't know what's about to happen, which is all of Hollywood was about to turn against him. Mm-hmm. And they knew that they were going to turn against him, and so they had the little goy puppet dance really quick. You know, like we were saying, dance.
It does make, like, I do wonder, because it wasn't that long afterwards.
He found Jesus. He found Jesus, and they hate him now.
He did.
Yeah. So,
but like it reminds me of like humiliation rituals that they do in those kind of circles, because I've seen roles before where I'm like, this is clearly that. Like sometimes people are just having fun, but hold on.
That was that. Yep, that's the vibe I get, boys. That's the vibe I get, is the humiliation ritual. Yeah.
But if you take the conspiracy connection out of this film, like there's no value in it anywhere.
None.
Just nothing.
Nothing.
Like, and there's there's some things that just like, it's so freaking cringe too. It's like, oh, it just painful to watch. Like that scene when like Hansel's like on the balcony, he's like, "Who am I?" And then Zoolander's like, "Who am I?" And then Neil deGrasse Tyson's like, "What?" It's like, that just like that was nauseating. It was
who am I? Katy Perry. Oh my God, who are you? Yeah. It was like that worked for Scary Movie with Was Up. Yeah, that's the humor you guys are going for, right? The was up humor from Scary Movie. Yeah, I know what you guys are talking about, but like you're like 20 years too late or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You know? And so I will say though, them completely ripping off Kung Fu Panda for the Mugatu prison scenes, those prison scenes were they're kind of funny. They're kind of funny. You'd be amazed how you can train your feet to do the most. And he's like serving him tea with his feet. You know what I mean? Like I can laugh at that because it's like you're just making foot jokes. It's funny, you know, like it's normal. This is normal humor. And then prison jokes, you know, okay, like he rips his shirt off and he's all muscly and covered in tats, but then that's a bodysuit too. By the way, a strange amount of bodysuits and face masks. Like Mugatu's main ploy to get out of prison was to wear a fake Zoolander face. And then that's not the only fake face throughout the movie. This is what I'm talking about with like, the Epstein coded shit, because like some of the freaking like QAnon conspiracies and like Epstein elite conspiracies and like all this crazy stuff is like the face mask thing. I don't know if you guys have seen the viral Biden clip where he like scratches the back of his neck and the skin looks fake. But it's a total ongoing like elite conspiracy. And then here they are just doing the same thing as like the child sacrifice thing, just kind of admitting it, like where every character like wears a face mask. Like they even pull one off in the middle of the eyes wide shut ritual at the end. Like, I don't know who it was. Some random person just like grabbed their face and pulled it down. It was like a Scooby-Doo reveal, but they're just all like wearing face masks. It's like, you guys are actually doing that, aren't you? Like that's actually happening, right?
The problem is what, like, some of that stuff is real, but a lot of the people who talk about it, they insist that every conspiracy theory is true, and that's bad.
Did you just say Israel?
Every conspiracy theory is real, Kahuna. They is real. They all Israel.
It's like, yep, Israel built these tunnels under the oceans with manpower.
No, that was New
somehow.
York. That was New York.
No, there's one. City. No, there's one I can't say, but a member of my family is convinced we have tunnels underneath the oceans that you can drive and fly in. And
that's weird.
That's some impressive digging.
I'm glad that we somehow don't know about it. Something that would take millions of manpower, like quintillions of man hours, billions of men and people.
That's actually insane because I've never heard that before. It's a cool theory, but it's kind of blowing my mind a little bit because I in my world RK, there's actual like tunnels under the freaking oceans, and that's
that's fun in a story. And
I know in a fantasy story, and it's really cool because I can put like fantasy races in the cave systems and stuff like that, like kobolds and dwarves, right?
I know, like Guatemalans.
Yes, Ecuadorians, French people, you know.
It's like we have all the exotic races in fantasy here. We have our what are the lizard people? Kobolds. We have this. We have that. We have we have the mole people, and of course, you know, Guatemalans and
Guatemalans,
the French,
and the French, yes, and of course the French too.
The French all ride giant snails, and when they die, they have a feast over. Anyway,
dude,
now we're just writing.
Escargot, yes, dude, yes, but and it's better than Zoolander. That's the thing. All of this.
It's like the snails are super fast, so it's like, yes, it's called escargot, not escarstop.
The slime makes them super slippery, so they are faster than horse. They're faster than horse.
Anyway, we're writing something better than your average romantasy book right now. But anyway,
it's true. Yeah.
That's
Summer with Snail.
It's not hard, but
that's true. Yeah, I guess here's the question: like, what would be harder to watch, this movie or Dumb and Dumber, the second one?
Was it not the same actors in the second one? Was it?
It was in the second one. They had a prequel.
Well, they did a prequel.
Oh, okay.
When Harry met Lloyd.
Well, if it's the same actors, you still got you still got Jim Carrey but at the same time, you still got a bunch of all-stars in this piece of crap with Zoolander
Yeah.
too. So
I didn't watch the second Dumb and Dumber either, actually.
Like Dumb and Dumber is close to my heart. That movie partially raised me. So so like watching it, the second one, I'm like, they're making like this what do you call it? Breaking Bad, a bunch of Breaking Bad references, but the show wasn't hot anymore. And so like the whole movie is just filled with all these skits that are like references to specific things. Like, what happened to just writing comedy?
Yeah.
Not if it's a reference to something specific, then it's dependent on people understanding it and in that moment. And if it's not something more universal, then it's going to be something that isn't funny in
That's
a couple
because
of years.
you have an entire generation of Hollywood writers who grew up in the Hollywood system and have no life outside of that. So for them, that is like their life. They're referencing their life instead of people that have lived a life or have like legit life experience in the real world the rest of us occupy, that end up writing something that other people can see, get, relate, that ends up being timeless. And like that, then they want, but because of that, and in conjunction with that, if you don't like it, then it's your problem. You're the problem. And it's obviously you're just a terrible person and a bigot and a racist and a homophobe and all these other things if you don't like what they did, because that's the system they've grown up in. And it's why it's just nauseating. It's what, like, I have like a lot of, I have mostly just apathy, just pure apathy for anything Hollywood does anymore. It's like, I want Hollywood to be good. Like I want them, I want what it used to be. Like what it used to be when it used to be awesome. That's what I want. And it is less than a
we still had the bad, but we also had a lot of good. There's
Jared,
also a lot of bad.
you make movies in God's country, out in the country over there. So like, those listening should, I think in particular, in my opinion, that's a valuable statement, because it's like, Hollywood is inherently like, it's American, right? It's American, but nobody likes it anymore, and it's very not American anymore. It's actually going against America actively, to be honest. And
it really is.
And so I'd like to see it succeed too, for America's sake, but I would also kind of like to see it continue to just burn up all the money that it seems to just get out of nowhere. From Lord knows who knows who's donating to Hollywood to just keep that machine going. Like what kind of incentives there are.
A lot of different people over the years.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's like all art in some form is imitative in some form. It's imitating something, usually to a point. Not necessarily, but if it's a lazy imitation, it's very obvious. And that's what we're seeing in a lot of modern writing. It's like of all these kind of like comedy sequels that came out, the one that wasn't as bad as the others was Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues. I think partially because it wasn't so long between the first one and the second one, and they were still just trying to make funny jokes. It's like Steve Carell screaming about a lamp is funny. It just is. I don't care who you are. And it's like, and they even had references at the end. At the end, they had all these other Anchorman teams like filled to the brim with comedians show up, but it was just at the end, and it was like it was so much that it was so overdone that it became funny again.
Yeah.
And that was fine. It's like, is it as good as the first? No, but is it an embarrassment like, Dumb and Dumber 2 or God forbid this movie? Not even close. That movie's infinitely more watchable than either of those movies. And also calling a bat, like serving fried bat wings, like chicken wings at a restaurant and calling it chicken of the cave is really, really funny. They bring in a cat. He's like, was that a cat? He's like, oh, chicken of the railroad. Yeah. That's funny stuff, dude. Oh man.
Yeah, this one was hard to watch, man.
It's refreshing to watch a bad movie every now and again. Really helps you appreciate good films. Like Jared's favorite films in recent times, the Avatar movies. His absolute favorites. He loves everything about
filthy whore.
Dude, I was going on a spree until I ran out of time and energy yesterday. I was just like, who else can I activate today?
Oh, I hadn't been on there hardly at all. And then I opened up my phone. I was like, what the hell is this?
What is he
all
talking
all these notifications between you and Emily. I was like, oh, you bastards. And
it's like I'm like, yeah, me and Jared, we both feel this way. And then it went uncontested for like hours, the entire day.
Going uncontested for hours, that means it's fact. That's how the internet works.
Uncontested, he wasn't on Twitter because he has a life. Loser, obviously.
Yeah, Jared, why are you touching too much grass out there, man?
My bad.
Bill, with you, I was worried what you were going to say. Why were you touching? I'm like,
where's he
grass,
going?
Grass. Too much grass. Because we can't smoke it all, Bill. That's the reason. I'm pretty comfortable saying this movie sinks. Any final rips and roasts for this movie, or at least what this movie represents, before I sink it?
I have not seen it, but
this would have been great in like 2004, 2010, you know, like at the latest.
Yeah, instead of 2016.
Yeah,
holy crap. Bill, final thoughts for a movie you definitely watched.
Having not watched it, the only thing I can really say is just a comment to build off of what you said earlier about the people who basically are just regurgitating pop culture because that's all they know. And I'm struggling at the moment because it keeps escaping me. The thought keeps escaping me. I hate when that happens.
Old age.
Oh, fuck. What was I going to say?
Happens to all of us, man. It's all right. We've been waiting for 18 minutes for you to talk, and it just take your time. You're fine. I'm here for you, Bill. It's been 20. We've known each other 45 years. I'm not going to abandon you now. He looks.
All I have to say is that these people are indicative of a larger issue, which is losers, like definitive, quintessential losers. And I say that. I say that because these are the same kinds of people that will defend the choice to regurgitate all this pop culture crap in their stuff by saying, oh, well, Star Wars was just a remake of Hidden Fortress, but space fantasy instead of feudal Japan. And it's like, yeah, but it was unique enough that it worked. Lucas wasn't just remaking Hidden Fortress. He was taking all these other elements, throwing them into a blender, and seeing what crap came out, just like the guy on that show, Will It Blend? Okay, he was Will It blending a ton of stuff he enjoyed as a child. These are the same kinds of people who will look at something like Watchmen and be like, see, pop culture always had politics. Ugh. Completely ignoring the fact that the reason it works in Watchmen is because it's not really picking a side. It lets you pick your own side and lets the characters first be their characters and represent what they represent as characters.
Also, are we using more as a political like signpost for anybody?
It is the one that came to my mind because Watchmen is like one of the biggest things that people will point to and say, comics have always been political. And it's like, yeah, you're right. Politics and these things do influence pop culture. It's just
we
that
just
you
disagree
do it
about
wrong,
who the
that's
bad
your
guys
problem.
are.
Yeah. And I love that they used that argument and like even that is flawed in of itself because the Watchmen was not a long running comic serial. Like it's a graphic novel.
Yeah, it was singular story.
Yeah.
Over and done.
Yeah. So like to say comics, but then apply that to the Watchmen. No, you're
it was over and done until you got before Watchmen, and then when you got the show on HBO.
Did you say HBO? What?
Did
where
say
are you from?
HBO?
It's HBO. Welcome. Also, I'm gonna play this because this movie sucks through a straw.
Tuesday nights know where I'll be, riding high on the iron seas.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Much better film. Anyway,
Now, what you really need is the clip from Blade Runner 2049 where Ryan Gosling is just losing his crap in the room after he's done interrogating the woman that can't leave her little environment bubble, where he just loses his crap and throws a chair against a wall. Ooh,
Yeah.
no. Whiplash, when J.K. Simmons throws the chair at Miles Teller. That's the one you need.
No,
That's the one you need.
If we're
complete
with
were you rushing or were you dragging?
If we're just having movie freakouts, we gotta go with room apartment or room 1308 or whatever that was. The with John Cusack and
1408.
Samuel 1408. Thank you. And Samuel Jackson, based on that old Stephen King story. That's one of the better freakouts in film, in my opinion. When he
I was going to say
that was really good.
We got to get a better one for Sinks because that's like one of the most heroic moments in all of literature. We can't use that.
We can't have Boromir be the representation of failure
for something failing. No, like we got to get a new one for Sinks. I know we don't use it. We don't really use it very often, but we got to update that, man.
On this ship, Boromir is a hero.
Yeah, he died a hero anyway.
All ships, Boromir died a hero.
And it's like some stuff, like we're talking about imitation and how that's a problem. And when people say everything is imitation in art, kind of. Like I'll give an example from a different medium here. Say you have Avatar: The Last Airbender, borrows from history and mythology and martial arts, and it's really a blend of so many things. It's wonderful. And then you have this book that comes out called The Sword of Kagan. They have nations. They have people with fire, wind, and water powers, and it is directly tied to martial arts and martial ability, just like Avatar: The Last Airbender. You know who was upset about that book? Precisely fucking no one.
No one.
Not a one. Because that book is so goes so far out of its way to be original and both tonally, character wise, and even the application of the abilities as well. It's like that's why when like you're a good storyteller, if you give a room full like 5 good storytellers the same prompt, drastically different things will happen.
Yeah, you have 5 different stories. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
You could even give them a plot and I dare say like character names, and they'd still make them something wildly different at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But we can wait till the first lady gets back, and then I'll swap spots with her. As you can see, we have a little secret guest, Booba. Say hi,
hey,
Booba.
buddy. Hi.
Yeah, he's sitting here going through cards. Yeah. But we can just have hangout time now, and then we can let Katie close the show with her stories.
Is he singing?
Yeah, he's like humming. He sings all the time.
What was the name of that book, Kahuna?
The Sword of Kagan. It's a very emotionally gripping book. It's really, really interesting, and it does something that most books don't have the balls to do. Most stories don't have the balls to do.
M.L. Wang? Is that the author's name? M.L. Wang?
I think so.
I'm not trying to joke. This is the name of the guy.
We have to be careful. We have to be careful because that someone made an AI copy of the book with basically the same name, and it was complete plagiarism. So I'd have to double check. I think if people aren't angry in the reviews, then yeah, it's probably right.
Hold on, let's drop on by to everyone's favorite website, Amazon.
Amazon's like a slightly off-putting uncle who's really helpful. It's like, man, It's like you kind of smell, but he can do anything, man. It's so irritating. We kind of need him.
Okay. This on Amazon we have a 4.6 out of 5.
Yeah, that
ratings.
would
I'm
be
assuming this is the
That would
legit
be
book.
it. Yeah.
All right, M.L. Wang's The Sword of Kagan.
Yeah. No, the Sword of Kagan, it's very much Avatar coded, but it is so wildly different in the
I'm pretty sure
storytelling.
isn't that pronounced Kagan? Isn't it sort of Kagan?
I wasn't gonna make fun of him relentlessly for being
and Kahuna,
not saying it right. But yes.
Kahuna, it's not a bad thing to be coded with things. Like, for example, George R.R. Martin is Elric coded. He's Lovecraft coded. He's Lord of the Rings. He's Tolkien coded, right?
No,
that's where he is. That's why he talks so much shit about Tolkien, because he's actually a big fan. He grew up with it, dude. Who do you think? What was he reading in the 60s and 70s? Like that's what
I think he's jealous that Tolkien actually managed to finish his damn book.
Yeah,
that's what
actually.
Well, that's what's funny is how bitter Moorcock was about Tolkien.
Oh, yeah,
and then like how like confrontational Martin is about Tolkien. It's like, well, fellas, both of you have fallen short, so just get over yourselves.
And who was the other author who did Narnia? He had a whole rivalry with Tolkien too. Tolkien was throwing blows with everybody.
They were that's Lewis, and they were friends, but
they were
friendly
rivalry.
Yes. But still, Tolkien's the man, dude.
That's those two were pub buddies, like they were drinking buddies. and
freaking Tolkien's one of the people who led Lewis to Christianity, because he was a stout atheist, according to any and all people who knew him.
Prior to that,
I also do love the fact that they're really good friends. Tolkien's like, I don't believe in allegory. I don't think that a story should be referencing anything in the real world, and that it should be a story unto itself. That's why I wrote multiple languages before writing a single word of the Lord of the Rings. And then Lewis is like, what if Lion Jesus and Santa Claus were in a movie with a bunch of Greek creatures from myth, and that we're aware of that? What?
Hey man, Narnia was amazing.
I love Narnia, but comparing the two based on writing philosophy is hilarious.
I can't give Tolkien too much crap though, because I may or may not have done some theoretical physics just because I needed to solve important plot and world building questions for my own world, and I wanted to make sure I was accurate.
I
may or may not introduced a bit of world building simply because I realized that geologically what I wanted to have happen couldn't happen.
I can imagine.
Oh, sorry, go for it.
I was gonna say, like, if you've ever hung out with like dudes from Boston or anywhere in Massachusetts who are really good friends, like they just bust each other's balls constantly. And so I imagine like Tolkien and C.S. Lewis like being the ultra like highbrow Oxford version of that, sitting in some pub, just like highbrow bashing each other.
Yeah. I think in the end, C.S. Lewis wins because of the Christian monomyth. I think that was his backdoor strategy against Tolkien with their rivalry. Is like, you can imagine these two going back and forth in a friendly way, just like, oh yeah, well, like I made this dragon, I called it Smog, it's no big deal, you know, it kind of goes with my Dark Lord, but not really, you know, they're kind of their own thing. And then C.S. Lewis is like, yeah, well, I made this thing, you know what I mean? And they're going back and forth, and then finally C.S. Lewis is like, you know what? You know who Aslan is, buddy? Guess who Aslan is? Yup, I win, don't I? Because guess who Gandalf is in your story after I say that? Yep.
Tolkien, what if trees had to be herded by other tree-like creatures? And then this is like,
yes.
What if trees were lamps? Or what if lamps were trees?
And this is
What if
where
the lamb just
Radagast-
grew from an iron bar?
Yeah, this is where Radagast came from too. I'm convinced. But yeah, guys, yeah.
Hey,
Camaraderie.
how many people are watching live right now?
7 according to from
Yep.
my view.
Yep.
So do you guys want to see something I've been working on for a little while?
Let's do it.
Yes, of course.
Just chilling. I'll show you part of this mini doc I'm working on for the film. It's gonna be like part of the film, and then
I've read Sword Rush. I've read some of your short stories. They were good, brother. Don't be hate. Don't be hate.
Yeah, Sword Rush is an OG.
Though you could, if you wanted to be more honest, you could call it Sword Take Your Time, instead of Sword Rush.
Okay, Sword, I'm right there with you. I have had a bad habit of being very slow on my Zorn pulp series. I'm right there with you, buddy. Sometimes
No, Bill.
sometimes
We
things take
don't
slow.
encourage around here. We scour those who are slow.
Yeah.
It took me 4 years
well,
to publish.
Don't
my
mind
first
me.
book.
Then in that case, I need to dox him so that we can swat him.
Hey, I have
prostrate
no-
myself before you and beg your forgiveness.
I have no excuse. My book has been done. I could actually go pull it off the shelf and show you guys right now. Because I printed a little personal copy that's not edited for like keepsake reasons, and you can go through it with a red marker easier. But yeah, it's been sitting here. I wanted to release it like Christmas before the new year. You know what I mean? And it's just chilling. It's just chilling. But I got my album almost done. And the book is done. I could go sit there and read it right now, which actually kind of now I'm tempted to. You guys ever open up one of your old things and just like
Yeah, and
read
every
it?
time I do, I just want to end it all.
I just want to publish it. Yeah, for sure.
I hate
get what you're
rereading my
saying.
own
Yes.
stuff. I really do.
I don't know. I reread.
I just want to be
stuff
done with
I,
it.
I reread
dude.
stuff I wrote when I was younger. I'm like, based. Wait.
Yeah, dude, I love it.
Like don't get me,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I like what I write. I enjoy writing Zorn. I enjoy the work I've been doing on my books. I just hate having to reread my own stuff because I am so overly judgmental about myself.
Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls.
Echoing.
It's even better that way. It's even better that way.
All right, J.R.R.
all right. So here's
I'm excited.
here's part of a mini documentary about the town we're filming in, and this is sort of here's a section.
I want to go back home to Idaho, man.
Ooh. Idaho, more like Shedaho.
Well, no, that is definitely Idaho. That screams northern Idaho right there, dude.
It does, but it also, if you didn't know better, it could be Western Washington.
That's fair too.
No, it's not yellow enough.
We don't have a Mexican filter. Sorry.
No, Western Washington's dead. Or Eastern Washington is dead.
I said Western. Ooh, so pretty.
That's the view just south of the house.
Hello,
I know that guy. I know him.
I'm the tribal chairman, and I was born and raised in Beaumont. They're talking about Owl's Point. That's a mountain up there. That bad things happened during my grandfather's time. And the story came down and to me. There was a trading post up there that was up there for a while. A French nobleman started this trading post. But when he did, bad things started to happen. Children were disappearing, bodies were turning up all butchered, and just bad feelings around all the community. My grandfather's grandfather told him, and when you start walking through the woods and you have this feeling like somebody's watching you, or all of a sudden your body's being clamped in and hugged, you turn around and leave, because bad things are happening. One night we looked up there and there was a glow. The people saw a glow in the hills and they knew it was a trading post. So they went up there to investigate. 3 guys went up there to investigate. They came back covered in blood and didn't talk ever again. They just couldn't talk. So we sent 3 more guys up there. They went up there to saw what was going on. They came back saying the place was covered in blood, the trading post was burnt to the ground, and no bodies. And they felt bad spirits in the trees looking at them while they were up there. Since then, none of the people have been up there on that mountain. The mountain is evil. Bad spirits up there. Nobody goes up there anymore. And that's a story that came through the generations. And nobody goes up there because of that. They understand spirits and they understand feelings. And the story still goes through the tribe. So people don't go up there anymore. The people who understand that the traditional natives. That's exactly why. We didn't get as much game, and it wasn't quite as nice, but we wanted to get away from the bad spirits. That was worth everything, to get away from bad people being sick, our animals dying, crops not being able to grow. And when we went south to a different place, everything happened for us.
Well, that was awesome.
Thanks. Yeah, there's some voiceover work I got to plug in there, and then there's some in a couple of the gaps in his dialogue. There's voiceover that I've got to put in there, and then there's about another 5 minutes or so that'll talk a little bit more about that mountain that they're referencing. But yeah, that's
gonna be cool.
Yeah, it's been a fun project to put it together. So I'm glad I'm almost done with it though. But it's good. It's fun.
So is this a real native thing, or is it fabricated for the story?
No, real thing.
Sick. A little bit of both, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, you tricked me. Anyway, I gotta
have you the Headless Valley in Canada? You ever hear of it? There's gold.
Many
lore.
circumcisions happen there. Many.
Yes. Decapitations. That's what they mean by that, Kahuna.
Well, I mean, in northern Idaho, there is an actual wilderness preserve called the River of No Return.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. There's all kinds of little gems like this. Yeah. Where is it? There's one that's like in Arizona or like New Mexico, kind of like Grand Canyon Valley Basin region, kind of. It's like a mountain, kind of like what you're talking about.
There's the Superstition Mountains in Arizona.
That might maybe. I'll have to look up the name again. But there was like a whole ongoing ordeal with this thing in America. But this thing in America that I can't remember the name of just reminds me of the Headless Valley in Canada, because that place is like untouched. It's literally, they drew a line around, like they drew a circle around this area, and it's just been untouched. It still is untouched right now. And it's just like, that's just going to be wilderness forever kind of thing. And I think it started in like the maybe 1800s. I want to say 1800s for sure, early 1900s.
Okay, who brought the dog?
Yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah, anyway, prospectors would constantly hear about how there's gold up there one way or another. And so they'd go out there, and then the entire expedition would be found decapitated, right? But there's also
what part of Canada is that? I have heard of that.
I want to say kind of in the middle, but like a little bit on the western side. A little toward, like, it's the Headless Valley I believe. And like, there's weird things because they're always decapitated.
Isn't it like it's like Western Alberta, right?
Something like that. Yeah. And the police always say, "Oh, it was just animals," but they're decapitated, but it was just animals. And the lore goes that it always looks like they seem to have found like gold or something. They found something. They set up like camp, and they were like, it was working out or something. From you could tell from the remains, like every time. And then they're dead, right? And I think there's like some anecdotal stories of people seeing like people come out of like the hills or something, like there might be like cave dwellers, right? Something like that. So yeah, it's pretty compelling. Reminds me of your thing. This has happened like 3 or 4 times. Like there's always like 20 years that pass, and then another expedition goes, and then they get decapitated. It's crazy. Crazy stuff, dude.
It's in the Nahanni National Park Reserve.
The headless?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But
there we go. Yeah, you should be able to.
Wilderness of No Return is actually along the Salmon River.
Yeah. Yeah. That's over by Chalice.
Mm-hmm. I worked at a scout camp, and we ended up there.
Oh, heck yeah. It's a good story though, Jared, and it's like it has those like 3 or 4 separate events within the story. So each of those is its own story too. It's pretty cool. Like with their own like prospector type, pioneer character types, you know, like I'm gonna go get some gold, and then they don't.
Yeah.
We might not have gone as high as the wilderness. I'm trying to remember how far we went up the river, because we went rafting down the Salmon River, but I don't think we went up that high. But that whole entire river area, you could get turned around, lost, and no one will ever find you up there.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's called that. In fact, when I was there, actually, it was on fire. We saw the fire coming up over the mountain as we're riding down the river. Probably not the best experience for scouts, but kind of happens.
Yeah, I've hunted that down there between like Chalice and Stanley, that whole that all of that wilderness in there, and there's some pretty sparse backcountry in there.
You brushed up against the Valley of the place of no return or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's called Wilderness of No Return. It's literally, I think it almost divides Idaho in half. Not quite, but pretty close.
And you said it felt weird, like there's some ooga booga going on.
It's really thick. Like it's easy to get turned around because everything looks the same. You got really steep. You should pull it up. It's actually absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, what's it called again? The Wilderness of No Return.
Yeah, it's a whole entire area.
Yeah, that Nahanni National Park is up in the Northwest Territory, so that's like above British Columbia. That's
100%. Yep, that's the exact. Yeah.
Also, since I just got back, a good little documentary. I always thought it'd be fun to do do a Blair Witch style little video thing of people going up there and going missing, camping in the woods, like found footage.
Northwest Territory or the Wilderness of No Return?
I just got back. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Both.
Yes. Both. The answer is yes.
Yes, and.
Yes. Well, Idaho's so weird. So the bottom half of Idaho is nothing but dead desert. Like, even to the point where you can actually find sand dunes in a corner of it. Then you go closer to like Wyoming and you start to hit the near Jackson Hole, and you start to see kind of a little bit of Yellowstone style. Then you go up over this high plateau, because Lewiston, you don't think anything is there. Then all of a sudden it's like a sheer straight up drive. And then you hit this whole entire mountain green region. And then you go up again, another straight up drive. And then it's all flat.
Yeah.
Am I describing that pretty right?
Yeah.
I'd say something like this would be pretty easy to get turned around in, because the river really is your only frame of reference.
Yeah.
Like, God forbid you take a nap and then just like get your directions mixed up. Like now you're going the other way. Yeah, it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's the Frank Church Wilderness down there.
Oh, interesting.
But the there's I was on a mule deer hunt in actually not too far from where those two fighter jets, those Navy fighter jets crashed this week.
Was that in Mountain Home or was that in Boise?
Yeah. It was down by Mountain Home, but I was hunting down by Glenn's Ferry. And
okay.
There's
My sister lives down there.
Okay. But like Glenn's Ferry is like that. Like you drive from Boise, you go west and it's all, or you go east. And if you look south, it's just nothing but just desert all the way down to Utah. And then you go but you go north at Glenn's Ferry, you go up north into the public land up there again. And then you hit this, you go up this, and you're up in this crazy high plateau land. And then you up there, you're at 6,500 feet and you look north and there's a Sawtooth Range and it just towers above you about 40 miles north of you. And it's still so tall. The mountains are so tall. And then
Sawtooth Mountain Range is the mountain range used in nightmares and horror films. Like if you want like that Skeletor freaking haunted looking base, you go to the freaking Sawtooths, man. They're evil.
That's my wallpaper on my computer here on my laptop.
Nice.
But no, my sister actually lives just outside of Hagerman, so I know exactly where you're at.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy. Like in that plateau, like you look south, and like you can see all the way down to Utah through the desert. So it's just like high desert all the way to Utah. And then you can look to the north and you see the Sawtooth and you can see green timber like going up the side of the Sawtooth for a while. And you're like stuck in these like rolling, you're almost at 7,000 feet up in these rolling plateau, high desert. It's like, what planet am I on right now? It's just like you're stuck between two ecosystems.
Yeah,
it really is.
Washington isn't quite that extreme. Maui, like the Hawaiian Islands, can be for some reason. They really can feel like another planet. Like there's this area by the blowhole on the north shore of Maui. You go down there, and depending on which way you go, it'll look like the Scottish Highlands or it'll look like Mars. And
I've heard of that.
It's a beautiful spot, but yeah, and there's this sacred place on Kauai that the only scientists and a few elder Hawaiians are allowed to visit. It was the inspiration for the world of James Cameron's Avatar because of the strange, unusual animals and plants that grow up there. And it's like you couldn't go there. There's no money you pay. It's just like, oh, you're really special and somebody says yes, or you have enormous credentials in specific fields and you can go. Yeah, it's like this woman I follow. She and her husband moved to a different part of Kauai recently, and she's like, "Oh, we found the Shire portion of Kauai, and it looks just like the Shire. Nice little babbling brook."
Well, so one of the scenes in my book, I don't know if you've gotten there yet, Kahuna, or not, but they're riding through the fire, and then all of a sudden they're at this crystal clear canyon that's sunken into the ground. In fact, in the book, it's called Sunken Canyon. It's actually based off of a real place in Idaho called Box Canyon, Idaho. Yep. So when you're there, when you're heading there, because it's outside of 1,000 Springs, it is nothing but dead desert and farm. So it's completely flat. Like you don't even see a foothill. And then out of nowhere, you get this little sign that warns you, hey, you're about to hit a nature spot. So if you pull over and then hike down into the field, and all of a sudden the field disappears and it's just crystal clear blue spring. It is so gorgeous.
Yeah, I went there last summer.
You know exactly where I'm talking about.
Yep.
You don't know it's there until you run into it.
Nope. It's awesome though.
Yeah. It's like, gosh, every now and again, like I got to travel a bit more through Washington this last year than I have in a while. and I got to see some spots I either haven't been in a long time or haven't never been. And I'm like, man, I wish this state didn't suck. It's such a pretty place. Like we went
There are
on
some really good spots.
the scenic Cascade Highway, and my God, I don't know if there's a prettier mountain passage in the U.S.
It's pretty
I've been
awesome,
through
man.
quite a- like Lake Diablo. It looks like an entire giant, enormous lake has like turquoise and like teal dye in it.
Yeah, it
And
looks
it's
like
just-
Lake Louise in Banff.
Yeah, yeah. But
Ayo
yeah,
in the house.
Animation overload.
Animation,
Yo.
you can draw whatever you want. We abandoned Zoolander about 5 minutes into this
We
stream.
could not wait to sink that piece of crap.
we could not wait to leave it at the firehouse and never come back. We were enormously excited to
Did
do
I miss
so.
out on anything?
No.
Oh,
not at all.
lots of inappropriate humor. Yeah. I have to check on my kids real quick, but before the show's done, I'll share some dating stories because people on Discord have asked me to. It'll be fun. It'll be like rewatching an old horror film. It's great. Anyway, you guys talk and continue. I'll be right back.
Where'd the game go, Maji? Like, you're
I'm
underneath,
in a load screen.
you're underneath the live tag. Yeah.
Yeah,
There
I'm
it is.
hiding. But no, I'm just running around doing my dailies and my weekly. So every Tuesday they the weeklies and daily resets. And Fallout has this thing called seasons where you can actually get, by doing your dailies, a bunch of free merch.
Yeah.
And use it to help build your camp, build your stuff. And so I'm just knocking out the dailies. So I'm not really doing anything in particular, just getting those
killing my
done
daily
another way.
quota.
Well, Tuesday's the weekly reset, so I'm doing not only the daily but the weekly. So there's a lot of hopping around, but
Since Jared was showing some stuff, should I show you guys a little teaser of the album before the first lady hops on?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see here.
well,
I
why
gotta
do you
pull
have
it.
to ask?
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, you're right. Let me find it. You guys keep talking. I'll find it. I gotta find the right section because I have it all as like one long song right now. It's getting pretty close to done. I just have a few or like a few songs I have to touch up the vocals on and just make sure it's all together. But I'll play the song that me and Jared did together. It's like, you can consider this like the remastered version. It's been up on the Empty My Lungs YouTube channel this whole time as like, I mean, honestly, I didn't realize how much I didn't understand about recording at the time, but I've learned a lot. So, and honestly, because of like this podcast. So thank you guys for, being a collaborative team that allows us all to get together each week. Cause I think we all learn in our own ways. Like, look at Animation right now. He gets to have an excuse to draw in front of everybody and it's great. We all love it. Honestly, when I put this on for my dogs, when we leave, so they can just listen to, mom and dad talk and everybody while we're gone. I come back and sometimes he's in the middle of one of these drawings and I stop what I'm doing and I end up just staring at the TV. But yeah, anyway, thanks guys. And I'll stop rambling and just find this.
No, you're good.
Dude, I did.
Yeah, we don't let him
for
talk.
having me, like always, man.
I did a show with some of the Madness Entertainment TV or Madness TV guys on for Pops over there, and there were two artists that were drawing. They were drawing scenes from Missouri Bill while we were talking, and that was awesome.
That is so cool. Goals.
I have it saved. Somewhere, but yeah, that was really cool, man. It's like,
honestly, in the future, I'd like to have a bunch of different shows. Like right now, we're all in one, it would be really cool if like there was the art show, so we could like focus on an art thing and do what we do here, but even like more in depth and focused on each topic. Here's the because this is the movie version, right? But we also kind of do everything. That's why Maji has the game, animation has the art. We talk about music and stuff. Like it's not just movies. But yeah, it'd be cool to have like the art show. That's exactly what you're talking about, where you have like a different guest on, you're drawing, maybe there's a team of artists, you know. You got the movie show turns into a bunch of actual movie guys, kind of like similar people as you, Jared. Like me and you, uniquely, like I used to review movies and you make movies, you know, so that's something. But like imagine if all 5 or 6 of us were just a bunch of different people like that, right?
Yeah.
And then just focused on attacking a movie for 3 hours instead of like, okay, this is the movie section, and you know.
Yep.
But yeah, the video game one, you know, the list goes on. It would all be really
see how
cool.
bad of a game player I am, man.
No, you're great.
You've not shared my screen.
We've never seen you die over and over again.
Better than me.
Whatever.
Well, I can't say anything. You guys watched me fail the Beach Jump King for about 32 hours until I finished it.
That's just good, solid, fun, classic.
Hey, you won in my book.
I did beat that game, but my God, I think I blew up my mic when I won that game. I was excited.
Yeah, I still hear the ringing to this day. Just
You know, it still is not as bad as when I joined Readout when we got kidnapped with Otter and Billy Bobsack to read My Immortal. That broke my brain. Like, I think it was either the first or the second stream of that. I literally, you could see the exact moment where I just gave up and my soul left my body. You can totally hear it.
It's like, you know, that now that I'm older and now that I kind of know myself a bit better, I'm like, man, I wish I could, like, there was a crew that did skits, because I would love to do skits. I think I would love to do that kind of thing.
See, and that was always my favorite. That was always my favorite thing in high school was improv, like improv debate and stuff. Oh my gosh, I love doing that. That was a lot of fun.
Sounds like a good time, guys. Really quick, animation. I don't know if it'll let me. I want animation to keep drawing while this is playing because it's just audio. But let me see what happens before presenting. Oh, it's going to make me remove him. Okay. And then it's going to make us look at, darkness. Cool. All right. All right. So this is where the song's at, Jared. And you guys will hear, I added a verse. There's a bridge that I added. So it's just like there's filler vocals there right now. I literally just go, rah, a couple times. But I have that all written out. I just need to track it with this bad boy. Oh man, I am loving the way the vocals sound on this bad boy. I'm so glad I got this. But yeah, enjoy. I'll just play it and stop talking. But the basically how StreamYard works is all the sound funnels through one. It's like, think of us trying to all go through a door at the same time. So when one of us talks, it tries to compensate for that and adjust the volume in real time. So it'll duck down one source and amplify another.
I'm going to mute
my
mic.
Here, I'll mute.
That's.
I'll talk even louder.
Yes. Yeah, feel free to say something if you have a comment, sure. But like, just letting you know, you might not be able to hear it if there is a lot of talking. But yeah, I'll just play it now.
And now I found that I can't wait to be released here from my cage. Return to life, now I escape. I broke myself free from my chains. From the ashes, I take my life back in my hands. Reclaim my humanity. The blood and fire set me free. I will still carry on despite a growing sense that I've lost my cause. I slid on oceans of tears and I drowned out my doubts and I stay with my fears. Take a breath, just open your eyes, like seeing color for the very first time. Take back your life, you've been wandering blind. There's strength in numbers and this is our time. I take my life back in my hands, full reclaim my humanity. Blood fire set me free. Ambition paid, hope during blood. Holding on to the purpose of life. But darkness calls and there's reason to think in those you love close. Cause the ending is near. The end is
So this is the new bit.
from the dead, my brethren. It's time for you to come home. With souls that are scorned and in darkness reborn, soar beyond what is known.
Set me free. So for those curious, really quick, I'll just add a little lore before I pass it off to the first lady because she's home now. Those original lyrics that I wrote when I sent them to Jared, because I had like a chorus wrote out originally, and I was like, you know what? Hey Jared, you want to be on this song? He's like, yeah. And I sent him everything. I sent him the lyrics, and then I'll just admit the song was pretty freaking emo at first, and then Jared was like, you know, I'm gonna like, how about like, this is hopeful, and then it's hopeful. How about that? And then I'm like, yes, change whatever you want. And then so he rewrote the chorus, and it became extremely hopeful.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like
instead of hold that thought, Kahuna, just really quick. Instead of rising from the ashes, like with wrath, it was like in the light. So I'm really thankful for that, Jared. Thank you. What were we gonna say, Kahuna?
My pleasure, dude.
It was good stuff. You have a slight, every now and again when you're not growling at me, AC, you have a slight Chester Bennington quality to your voice that I appreciate. I noticed it more on this song than some of the others of yours that I've listened to, but yeah, no, I really liked it quite a bit. And because it was like the growls were to accentuate emotion in a given moment, it wasn't most of the music. I really liked it.
I don't like doing it for the sake of doing it, and if the whole song is that, well, then it's an angry song, right? It's just gonna be an angry song if it's that the whole time. So I don't like doing it for the sake of it, though, for sure. Sometimes it's just like it's better to sing here, and if you're not sure, maybe do both and just figure out which is going to be the more of the backup for the other. But yeah, I'm gonna click off like this though, and when the camera comes back on, it should be the first lady. I'm gonna see.
It will be the first lady. Yeah.
Happy to share that though, guys. There's 12 more songs too, and that, like I said, there's that whole. I have that whole bridge written. Just got to finish up some of these. They're all kind of in that state though, where they sound good. They're just not technically done.
Not finished.
Yeah.
Dude, you got when this posts, you got to go back. You got to go back in the edit and put the non-StreamYard track to play in that window.
Yes, for non-StreamYard quality. Yes, because I know. Yeah, that's why I was kind of okay playing it. Because it's like, okay, well, the EML channel already like copyrighted it. Plus, it's my own song, so if there's any issues, the worst case scenario, I'll just cut it out of this. If there's really any issues going on, but like, yeah, StreamYard kind of like when it comes to music and stuff, it kind of like downgrades it enough where it's like nothing to
wrecks it, dude.
nothing to worry about. Like, oh yeah, here you guys go.
It's amazing that it sounded as good as it did.
That's why it sounded so good. Yeah, that's why it sounded so good. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm out.
It is a beautiful thing. Are you making Rockstar's animation?
I did the hand anyway.
This is the elven symbol for music in some fantasy world. It's just like, oh, like if they do this, it's a spell. It makes the trees do shit. Something, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like rock and roll.
The ancient art. Yes. Oh man, no, this is a fun crew. This is a fun night.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like that that little documentary that you put together so far. It's interesting. It's edited well. The music is fun too.
Cool, thanks. Yeah, I don't want to give a bunch of it away. It's just it's going to be interesting because it's going to start. It's not, or I guess it is going to land in a wildly different place than how it takes off. Like it's going to start way differently than where it's going to end up, which I think is going to be fun. I think it'll make it an entertaining documentary to begin with, because it will start like very pedestrian, very like, oh, another travel documentary, very okay, and then it's going to end in this kind of dark place, like, oh, did not see this coming.
It'll start out, welcome to northern Idaho.
Yeah.
It ends.
And then they went into the dark forest of the mountain on its own and were never seen again.
You know, like it's absurd, but I had a thought. I'm like, when you guys do principal filming, when everybody's up there, it would be a lot of fun to film like a pilot for an episode of a show, something like Parks and Recreation, but it's about exactly what this is, like a small film crew trying to do an indie film in northern Idaho. But just like me being absurd and like like your church friend who does the audio, I can't remember his name, but like him Weston. Him just being done with all the shenanigans and you pulling out your hair out. It would be a fun time. It would be fun.
like all of them are trying to make a serious movie, but you're just making a jackass movie. That'd be fun.
Yeah. And then like somehow it all comes together in the end, but it was like, Kahuna, why are you naked? You're not even in this scene. It's like, I could see it. It could be funny.
Oh yeah, lots of fourth wall breaking where everybody looks at the cameras like.
So do we consider this like behind the scenes, or what is he talking about? You look over at the camera. Oh, boop, episode ends. Oh, what is that in the center? Mayo? I know.
I don't know yet.
I don't think it knows what it is yet.
It just exists,
It does. It's a beautiful. Like I do love that drawing in the middle because every complicated drawing is just simple shapes layered on top of each other.
Oh yeah, like I'm kind of loosening up right now. I'm just kind of
you're just doing messing around. Do you guys like in comics or manga when they have like an in between chapters page that shows like the rougher sketches before they got finished? I love seeing that personally.
I do. I'm like, cool.
It makes me believe that anyone could be an artist. I'm like, oh, this looks like crap. Anyone could do this. Yeah. Or sometimes it's like, oh, never mind. They're still really good, even in rough form. F them. Anyway. But yeah, no, I've had my reading full recently. I was up it was for work today. We were up on the roof. I'm like, hey, you guys want to do something happier than what we're doing? With 3 guys laying on a roof for 4 hours, chipping tar off of old metal. 3 men, 4 hours. You couldn't pull it up. They had tape and tar put together. I'm like, how about we listen to something happy and escapist, like the Korean War? Yeah, let's talk. Yeah. I subjected them to that, and then all of my meme songs that I have on my phone. It was a fun time. But other than that, reading has been fun recently.
Was the tar used in lieu of a more substantial fix?
No, but there was more than one kind, and they were layered together with like window tape and finishing tape. And so some of it was hard, some of it was gooey, and it was hours. 3 men, we were 3 men laying on a roof. Hours. It was a great time.
It sounds horrible, dude.
But yeah, it's like there's that. So, but yeah, like I don't know. I've just been really entertained by the reading I've been doing recently. I've been reading Maji's book. I've been reading. John is forcing me to read his book, because it's not physical yet. It's really hard for me to read that way. But I'm giving it my best shot. Reading those 2 books, and then I've been reading a bunch of manga recently. I'm like, my life is full of fun stories recently. It's been a blessing. And then I've been reading Harry Potter.
Oh, dude, that reminds me.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. That reminds me. I need to do a review for Jason McCuson's book.
Which one?
The one that just dropped in the first.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so good. I love it.
It is, dude. It's like it is the same. Like he gave me the advanced copy and it was electronic, so I'm reading it on my phone, and then I have like ultra limited time anyway, so I'm only like halfway through. Like, dang, this is good, man. This is really good.
This is good, and I feel bad that I would have read it in time.
I know.
I'm right there with you guys. I struggle a bit with reading things digitally. I just do. I'm on my computer. I could be writing my own thing on my computer. I could be playing a Vigima game. I could be. That's really the only 2 things I do on my computer. I just realized.
Why didn't it work?
Howdy, Mrs. Pritchard. How be you?
Oh, I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm like, what? Hey guys.
Hi, I love how you're looking away from us. It's beautiful.
I don't know what's happening here.
Do you want me to just jump in?
I want you to help me here.
Okay.
I'm not gonna mess with her. Stop picking your nose, Katie.
I'm looking at the TV and not
what just happened?
Laptop of the camera.
Bear with me here.
I didn't even know we could do that.
Yeah, AC knows all the tricks. I'm just like, I can make funny sounds with my computer things. Watch this.
Kahuna, is your mom's dad bald?
My mom's dad is adopted, so it doesn't. He's alive, which is a miracle.
She wasn't adopted, right?
What's that?
But she wasn't adopted.
My mom was adopted, yeah, big time.
Oh, so you don't know your mom's real dad?
No, I've never met a single biological member of her family.
What is wrong with this?
I just remember one day a spicy old Italian aunt sent her an 18-karat gold bracelet of fine metalwork from Italy, where they live. Out of nowhere, never met her. It was just, I'm like, wow, why it's so heavy. This bracelet is like solid gold. Like,
that's awesome.
This is interesting.
I still am pretty sure you're not going to go bald.
Oh, my dad had hair long. His hair was like mine, but tighter curls, and he could pull it all the way to the bottom of his back when he met my mom. Yeah,
They say it's based on your maternal grandfather. So, like, Xander should never go bald because my dad still has super thick head of hair. But yeah, so it's not like if Andy could still go bald and our son would like have a full head of hair. And there's actually like science behind that too.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So, Katie, if Andy goes bald, will you shave your head in just
in
support?
solidarity?
Solidarity, that's the word. Thank you.
Well, there have been a lot. I've done a lot of jobs for Aveda because it's headquartered in Minneapolis, and they would always say shit to me like, "Oh yeah, your hair is blonde enough. We won't have to dye it or anything. Maybe just a little trim." And then I'd fly out to fucking California or Boston or wherever, and then they would be like, "Oh, time to bleach your hair." And then I'd call my agent and freak out until they got me more money, and I'd let them bleach my hair and then cry about it, and it was like all straw. So no. I really enjoy I do enjoy having my hair naturally.
All that to say, absolutely not.
But I don't know. I really like dyeing my hair fun colors, even though it's a weird liberal thing now.
It's too bad because I hate it because I do like when a girl has colorful, pretty hair.
Same.
But
yeah,
that nowadays that usually means really liberal. I'm like, yeah, it's like most emo and goth girls too, or like
we need
a whole bunch of them are.
The alt aesthetic is so like that gets me going, but at the same time, I have to step back and be like, no, you're just a walking red flag in today's day and age.
You're about to say the dumbest shit in the world.
Yeah.
You're so far left. You think we should have guns again? That's how far left.
It just loops back around.
Usually there's stereotypes for a reason, but here, I wanted this here so you could.
Oh yeah, they
be
can hear
heard
me.
too.
I have a booming voice. I will scream at the mic.
No one asked you. So
Speak from your kahunas, AC.
Yes. The kahunas. I'll check on the little kahuna.
no, you don't. He's fine.
Okay. All right.
I was just checking if the gate was open.
All right.
I guess speaking from the kahuna is better than speaking from the poi pounder.
The point. Okay.
That sounds like a freaked up children's book. The kahunas and the poi pounder.
I'm gonna need some context on that, Machi. What are you saying here?
Well, no. Okay, so poi is actually just a fruit, and the only way to eat it is to pound it, literally.
Yeah, you gotta pound the poi.
You know
wrong,
something?
but
She's right. Good training.
It
For
sounds
some reason-
totally wrong, but it's actually 100%
It sounds
innocent.
wrong, but it's good.
Why I immediately for some reason I thought you were saying koi pond. Like I know you didn't say koi, but I was thinking about the koi fish. So I'm like poi ponder. I was just thinking of like smashing fish
Koi?
with a mallet.
Oh no, the koi pounder.
It is similar. It takes both hands and a large masculine Hawaiian man to pound poi.
You know,
Don't read into it.
I've never thought about it until this conversation right now. But kahuna, as a Hawaiian,
yes.
How did you like Rob Schneider's portrayal of a native Hawaiian in 50 First Dates?
I've met that guy in real life. I met that guy in real life. He was walking his pet pig. It wasn't a pig. It was a wild pig he captured and was walking it.
Rob Schneider?
Sharks are like dogs.
Or someone like him.
Someone like him in the movie.
He was yelling Filipino slurs at a family in the valley.
Oh,
that guy's real. It's not a character.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So what you're saying is Rob Schneider met that man and studied him.
This whole thing was off.
I see.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. I don't know why that would happen.
50 First Dates is a surprisingly Hawaiian accurate movie.
It's true. Yeah. One of the locations. Speaking of locations, one of the locations in the Zoolander movie was Italy, which Katie has been to. And
Shittily.
She calls it Shittily.
Oh yeah, you've told me privately you did not like the Italian people and some of the things that you encountered over there.
It's interesting because she had kind of like a thing that happened, right? With your luggage, right, or something like that.
Oh no, that was in Mexico and they stole my luggage.
Your passport too.
So that was in New York.
New York. That's
but I also did
Mexico. Who could imagine?
And New York, and yes, but in Italy, I did get mugged in Italy too.
That's what it was. It was mugged.
I do love
That's right.
seeing all of the pickpockets get stopped by Americans in recent times.
You're like, did
Over
you
in
have the
Europe.
stolen? No, that was in another city. Oh, didn't you have the stolen? No, that was another city. But I did get robbed in Italy too.
It's like, Katie, you were in Mexico. You're lucky they didn't steal you, little white girl.
No, that's in
That was the
Italy.
New York.
In Italy, no, that was in Italy,
Okay.
where they
right.
like Italian men will like literally try to grab you off the fucking street like you're coming with me. It's weird. But that happened actually several times. I was told not to get in any cabs because they'll just steal you.
That's freaking insane, dude.
Yeah, and it's
Ugh.
it's funny because until recently I had never dealt with this before.
Wait, real quick.
Like,
AO, make the pigs the Italian men in suits stealing Katie. Okay, that's it.
Yes, they're stealing Katie.
Three-piece
So-
pinstripe suits.
Yeah.
So
you realize
in-
one of them's going to be AC.
Oh.
Yes. Big ears. Big ears.
Not Italian.
Sorry,
You don't
Katie.
know that.
I'm the one that's like literally stealing her.
I'm pretty sure. So in what was I gonna say? In Italy, I can't really hide. It was winter, so I'd like wear a coat and stuff, but I can't hide having blue eyes and freckles and blonde hair that well. And people would, I mean, no one would stop at a fucking crosswalk for me until an Italian came up, and then they'd stop.
Wow, dude.
And I even saw some like fair skinned and like, you know, like darker blonde haired Italian women there. So it was really weird. Like I don't know.
In northern
But-
Italy, man, they've got like red hair, like red-headed, blue-eyed, fair-skinned, freckled Italians.
It's like
I was-
people always forget that Italians were considered exotic by European standards back in the 100 years ago.
I was in Milan and I did do some jobs in Tuscany, or I took a train down there, but I spent the majority of the time in Milan, and I think that's more northern Italy. I don't even know. But I would have people just cut in line at stores in front of me, like cafes and markets and stuff. Like I wasn't even fucking there. And you know, I've dealt with shit like in Minneapolis. I've had like black men like, hey, can I go in front of you? And I'm like, sure. And then like, oh, just kidding, but I got the white lady to let me go. You know, like it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
But now that we live on the reservation, it happens constantly where natives just walk right in front of me or ask, can I go in front of you? And then they'll act like they're trying to like figure out what cigarettes they want and be like, oh, I gotta go grab something else and walk away. Like they just wasted fucking a couple minutes in front of me for no reason to hold me up. So we've dealt with a lot of racism from natives, which is funny because I have two different tribes of native in me. Just like I have North African and Southern Chinese. I just look fucking Norwegian.
I'm still waiting on that N-word pass. I haven't gotten it yet.
Oh, you got it. Granted.
Good. I'll say it right here on screen. Immediately cuts off.
The reverse.
You got to sign a lot of forms, you know, and just.
Anyway, hey, my name's Christian, and I'm.
No, the reverse racism makes sense against me. My family has been here since before America, but for her, it doesn't even make sense because she's like got tribe in her. So.
Well, it makes sense because I look white. So it's all, you know, a lot of people are very mixed. And so the brown person in our family is my great grandpa, my dad's mom's dad. And his last name was Lassard, which is very French.
That's a great name.
So we actually have theories in the family about how that came to be. Cover your boobs before you come on camera, honey.
I'll take care of him.
Hi. Nick, he's such a jungle baby. He always,
we heard
I
him
don't
earlier.
know.
He was humming like he sounded like what's his face in Wolf Matthew McConaughey in Wolf of Wall Street. Just,
I haven't seen that still.
Oh, that movie's trash, but it's entertaining.
It's trash.
It's kind of like anger management where you only have one or two lines that's actually hilarious and the rest is fairly stupid.
Wait, is Anger Management with Adam Sandler and Jack
And Joe
Nicholson?
Nichols.
Yeah, that movie's
Yeah.
pretty funny. Actually.
I don't remember any of that, but I know I've seen it.
No,
I said over easy.
It just wasn't memorable, I guess.
the best scene in the entire Wolf of Wall Street movie is what's his face? Leo, he's on some well delayed pills.
Quaaludes.
Quaaludes. He's messed up. Like he's like like from sober to slobbering on the floor in a couple of minutes because of a problem. And so he tries to drive his car home, and then he's like, and somehow, again, like his narration, somehow against all the odds, I got home and I didn't hit a thing. Next day he walks out, his car is trash. He hit everything.
Weren't Quaaludes popular in like the 80s and shit?
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what they are really.
It's got to be an early form of
A downer?
No, I think it's like an early form of like a Xanax or something. Like some
yeah,
of those
that's kind of
types.
what I've been told. It's like
Yeah.
rhino semen or something. I don't know, something. But
Rhino semen.
Dude, I hate benzos. Like I have it's like it helps with if you're having like a panic attack or something, but it like I won't even remember like what happened, you know, when I took it. It's fucking
They
creepy,
are
something
a
like that.
sedative hypnotic drug.
Yeah.
Quaaludes?
A central nervous system depressant.
yeah,
All I
it
can
was
say
meant
is
to
that-
help you sleep, but if you
Are
stay
they-
awake, you get.
Are they a psychedelic?
It says hypnotic. I don't know if it's psychedelic.
Dude, I want to try fuck, what is it called for pain? What are they trying to get legal here that people go to Mexico for? The
Everything.
Morphine. No. I don't know.
no.
Fireworks?
No,
Ibogaine.
Mexicans.
yes, Ibogaine. Thank you. I really, really want to try that for pain.
You're saying you don't have those here? Oh.
No, I
Ibogaine is
don't.
perfect. Yeah.
No, the
Hey,
only
I
thing
have
I
plenty
can,
of Mexicans. They're plenty of, I don't
the
know
only
where they
thing
came
I
from,
can get
officer,
is
swear.
traditional like opioids, and they work. Well, some of them like I like the full agonist opioids because obviously when they made me try the buprenorphine, it fucked my teeth up. And then they had me try methadone after that before I switched back to like the normal actual painkillers. But they they destroyed my tolerance too. So then when I went back to the shit that works, it like didn't work for a long time. And of course, like now I just had 5 teeth pulled because I have to do in my entire mouth of implants now because then they're like my doctor
HP.
because I expressed concerns, and for those of you who don't know, buprenorphine is the active ingredient in Suboxone. So Suboxone is buprenorphine and naloxone, and the naloxone is there for a fail-safe. So if someone tries to inject it, it'll make them really fucking sick. Because people abuse Suboxone too. Like this, it's usually a strip. I think you can get like a shot now, and I think that's called Sublocade. But anyway, the buprenorphine came in tablets. And so they started pushing that on pain patients because, you know, whatever.
Got it.
And they're like, yeah, as long as you rinse after every dose, your teeth will be fine, because this was already when the lawsuits were starting. And so I brushed after every dose, and they like immediately destroyed my teeth, which progressively, because I had like no enamel left. They were, and at the baseline too.
Jeez.
So, yeah, and it's really fucked up to see both of my parents get like dentures and shit, and like my mom the other day was like, I get to keep all of these teeth, and I'm like, yeah, cool. Like it's like they don't even understand that my teeth are so much worse than theirs, and they're like, I've got to hurry up and get my teeth fixed, you know. And they're like twice my age, but yeah, it's pretty wild.
That is one thing I always felt bad about my ex about, was that because of something her mother had to do, like some medication or procedure medically that she had to do, my ex, her teeth were always turning brown and yellow, and she did like she was brushing twice a day, like anything and everything, and it always got bad again, like immediately. It was I'm like, man, back then I was like, man, that's rough, and now I'm like, oh, life's hard.
Yep.
Yeah, they have you know, there's
anyways.
What is it? Is it periodontal disease? There's diseases like, so I actually worked with a guy not when I was the manager at Valvoline, but like back in high school, I was a tech there, and there was a guy there that had whatever condition that is. Like his mom had it, he had it, it's genetic, and it just, their teeth just rotted no matter what they did. And a customer actually like paid like $10,000 for him. And she asked him like, hey, what's wrong? You know, not to be rude, what's wrong with your teeth? This like old lady. And he told her honestly, you know, the situation. And she, I guess she like came back with like a check and paid for his teeth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
And so I actually recently also, because it's expensive, and I've been chipping away at my dental by, you know, trying to get like fillings and like the root canals and crowns, and I've paid like $1,800 for a single crown that's supposed to be permanent, and it was like a freaking Lego block, or like it came out like just really bad experiences. And so it's been like financially draining, just like everything else for us. And so with I get medical assistance, and I've been trying to, there's either no one that accepts new patients, or like dentists that either accept new patients or they're booked for at least 10, 11 months. And so I recently made a post in a local group, and a dentist responded to me and said, you know, hey, message me, maybe I could help you like work on a payment plan or something. So I talked to her a little bit, and I went in and had my x-rays and everything like that. And sorry. Hey,
No,
what's
you're
up?
good.
You're okay, baby. Daddy's gonna help you, okay? So I went into it, you know, and she like asked me what my plan was. And I was like, well, obviously I can't afford like implants or anything. And I've been trying to do the crown thing. So, well, her question more specifically was, what's your plan? Since, you know, when we extract all of your teeth, you're going to need to be able to eat. So I said, you know, just the very cheapest dentures possible. But she said that if I was willing to do like before and after photos and like case study stuff, she is going to do my entire mouth extractions and implants for free.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, so it's like insane. And then so when I showed up to the first appointment, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm having a couple teeth pulled. She's like, we're gonna pull 5 teeth. And I'm like, oh. She's like, but it's about she was like, but it's about you and not your mouth. So if you can only handle the one, because I had a top left molar done, and then the 4 back ones here. She's like, if you can only handle the one, we'll just do that. And I'm like, because, you know, it's like, if she's willing to do this, I'm not gonna, like, they spend money on like the anesthetics, and like doing it one by one would take so much longer, you know, healing, all of that, and her time and everything. So I'm like, let's go. But it was so infected, and like, you know, she had to do like where they like cut into the bone and cut the teeth apart and stuff and stitch it up. So like I had a giant bruise here, and it was all swollen. I mean, you could maybe still see it. I don't even know where the camera is, but. And then last night, our son woke me up by kicking right here so hard, you guys.
I've been there. My youngest hasn't hurt me compared to my oldest. When I'm like explaining, like when my son was 1, I have him on his shoulder. He'd reach down and grab my eyelids and yank up like this.
Ooh.
Not your eyebrows, my eyelids, the actual lids. His little grubby fingers got really good at grabbing that.
Hold on one second, guys. Hey.
That was
all right. So I hear kids are deserving of beatings tonight. Let me go get the belt.
Have you guys ever seen that old Rowan Atkinson bit, like Mr. Bean? He did stand up too.
Which one?
The fatal, where he's the principal of the school, and he's interacting with another comedian. It's like a skit. Well, he's explaining why his. It's like, well, I had to admit it. Well, your son, he was taking library books and without using a library card, and like goes into this long explanation. Anyway, I administered a fatal beating to him, and he has died. That is why we have called you in here. And the guy's like, what? He's like, yes, I know. Library books. It's like totally, dude. It's one of the best.
A fatal beating.
It's like perhaps if you had administered a few other fatal beatings, we wouldn't have this problem. And then it's like,
Well, I can't argue with that logic.
The father's sitting there like, well, are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. Actually, I've been pulling your leg. We wouldn't cancel afternoon school for that little shit. I'll see if I can find, dude. It's comedy gold. Because he and this other British comedian, they just work well off of each other. They do another one where where Rowan Atkinson, he's the curator welcoming people to hell in groups. He's like, let's see, fornicators, my God, there are a lot of you. Just like it's like, and the last group, Christians. Yes, I'm sorry, but the Jews were right, and just like just really, like, bro, I love old comedy. It's so like old comedy is so good.
Dude, I've had these videos coming across my feed. They're like all these old bloopers from the Carol Burnett show. Tim Conway would do something and make people just break character in like their live taping. It's like, oh, that stuff is just genius, dude. It's so good.
Okay, so there's this show called Mama's House. I don't know if you guys know.
Yeah,
it
I
or
remember
not.
Mama's House.
But there's this one episode that got banned because they couldn't keep a straight face through the entire recording. Because she was supposed to just call him like some sort of dumbass or something, but it just kept going and going and going. So they ended up deleting it from it was banned from airing on TV just because it kept just going into the gutter. So it's like a special episode. If you can actually find it on YouTube, it is hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure it exists. Yeah,
I was laughing so hard I was crying because oh my gosh. And the worst part is you can't even describe it because they're just laughing too hard.
Dude, there's this old SNL skit with Bill Murray.
Oh, bad classic. Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi.
John Belushi, the original funny fat guy. Like, seriously.
And I can't remember one other person, but Belushi, and I believe it was Belushi at some point of the skit, has to throw a pitcher of water in Bill Murray's face. So a pitcher of water hits Bill Murray in the face. Who Bill Murray is wearing this elaborate, humongous fake mustache. Well, the water hits his face, and half of the mustache flops off and is just dangling there. And they start cracking. And Bill Murray just like is trying not to laugh, and you can see him just start shaking like this.
And Belushi, of course, is maintaining character.
No, he's like perfectly straight, just staring at him, perfectly straight, waiting for it. And Murray's dying.
Oh,
and then Aykroyd starts to crack, and Belushi's just like he's not letting it go. He's waiting for the.
Just like staring at Belushi was hysterical. He was really funny.
The more Belushi maintained, the funnier it got because they were cracking. The other two were just losing it. It was so good.
I love that, dude.
Remember when SNL was funny and they would do this like the Jeopardy Sean Connery skits?
Oh, so good.
I could not. I mean, you always knew it always ended up being your mom joke with the Sean Connery, but it still was like perfectly played every time.
And it would when Norm would be Burt Reynolds.
Dude. Oh. You guys remember the black version of SNL in living color? That was my show back when I was a kid. Brother. It's like an entire black cast and then also Jim Carrey. Hilarious. It's like he had all the characters like Fire Marshal Bill, that's a famous one. But then there was the definitely female bodybuilder, Vera DeMello. Oh, and a 1 and a 2 and a like he pulled his arm all the way over.
What was the environmentalist though? That one.
Oh yeah, I don't remember. I remember there was also the one where he's the police captain, and they're like doing a live fire drill, and there's like, well, what's the problem, sir? We shot the bad guy. No, you don't shoot the bat. You shoot the cameraman. Then you can do whatever you want. This is like right after the '90s riots, too. So this is what a couple of years after. I'm like, I cannot believe they went there. Oh man.
Good boy, Orky. Best
So,
dog.
How did your passport get taken in New York again?
Yes. Yeah, you've lost things in all places. What happened?
Yeah.
Well, the story about New York is really so. I was at a club, and they have the party promoters that get paid to take us out. So once in a while, I'd get convinced to go out. So we went out to whoever's Soho loft for shrimp and dinner or sushi and dinner, and then we went to a club. So we're in VIP, we get the free drinks and everything like that, and they had like cubby holes in the VIP where you stuff all your shit. So I would always go hang out with the normies for most of the time, but I went to go smoke a cigarette or something like that, and then I couldn't find my purse, so I was looking for it. The club ended up like shutting down, and I'm still looking for it, and like the employees and shit are helping me with like flashlights because it was like all dark in there, and we were looking everywhere and couldn't find it. I mean, they even stole my hoodie that said Nisswa, Minnesota. Like, what the fuck? So they stole my...
They're really big Minnesota fans, obviously.
Yeah. So they stole... Oh, well, and I have theories for why they specifically stole that, too.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it was just to like, oh, I got your hoodie in the winter, too.
No.
So one of the guys I was with, one of the party promoters, because so I had no phone, no passport, no wallet, nothing, no apartment keys. And how our model apartment was set up, it was like the living area and a big hallway and then all of the rooms. So we had a pretty quiet buzzer, so I knew that no one was going to be awake to hear me try to buzz in. So I didn't really know. Can you stop doing that?
Yeah, sorry.
So I didn't know what I was really going to do. So he's like, well, you can come stay at my house, and then in the morning, we'll get you home. Well, I'll take you to the apartment. So I go to this dude's house, and his mom was a realtor, and they lived on, it was either in the financial district or the Lower East Side, and they had like the whole penthouse level was their like mansion apartment. Jeez. And I go there, and he had like fucking stacks of money. And it was really weird. So I stayed there, and then after he brought me home, I used my Skype to call my cell phone, and this chick answered and claimed she found my phone and my passport, just those two things, in a cab. Well, on the way to the apartment, it was really weird. The dude that I was with, he made what I can only identify as like it looked like a drug deal. On our way, we stopped. He met this dude on the corner and handed him forms in like a manila envelope, like full, like, here's some documents. And it was like money exchanged for that. So I was like, what the fuck is that? I didn't ask. I just, whatever. And when the girl, so I told the girl, like, okay, here's my address. If you come here with my phone and my passport, I'll give you money. And I just snagged money from someone in the meantime, and until I could get money wired or whatever. And when she got there, I immediately knew she was a model by the way she looked. And I was like, models fucking ripped me off and then gave me my passport back. And it was really, really, like, something about it like did not sit right with me, because I just knew that she was one of the people involved, right? And I mean, I immediately knew I wanted to start beating her ass, like, and I was really close. And I'm like, I'm happy to have my passport and my phone back, like, I'll just take that win, that small win. But you know, after seeing a lot of shit with like the Epstein files and a lot of like the involvement Erica Kirk had with Major, or no, sorry, not Major, Next Models, and the whole realty guys, it really had me like trying to connect a lot of dots there. And I have a suspicion, and it's just a suspicion, I can't prove it, of course, but I have a suspicion that they were like cloning our passports to traffic people.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's like part of the exchange that I saw too. And I think the guy I stayed with him at his house that night, I'm pretty sure he was involved too. And he's the one who invited me out. So I'm almost positive that him and the girl who dropped my shit back off were both involved, and they were doing that. So it's, I don't know how I would even find out like if a duplicate was ever made, like if there's a way to, because like in your passport, which I guess I don't have mine on me, but you get stamps when you go international. So it's like, I don't know if there's like a way like on their end to track all of your stamps, you know, but it'd be interesting to find out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and like I don't know, a Minnesota hoodie would sure help if your passport says Minneapolis, Minnesota, wouldn't it?
Yep.
So yeah, just really, really weird shit like that. But when I was in Mexico City, the mansion party that I never told you guys about last time.
This is a good one.
So this is a really okay. First, hold on. The first time I was on, I told you guys the story about the director of Major, Katya Sherman, and she was the one when during New York Fashion Week. Okay, so a little preface to this. If you didn't know, my 2 front teeth have always been fake. I smashed them like into my nasal area when I was like 10 or 11. And like they had to pull them out. I finally got them crowned when I was 17. And like roots can have damage where like there's either like a root canal that wasn't done properly, or they like grow more. I don't know what it was, but I had to have like the surgery. And there's a scar I have right here where they just cut it open and had to like repair a root. And I kept getting an infection that would it turned into a sinus infection and then pneumonia. So I had that done when I was maybe like 22 or 23. And so I had pneumonia at the time, and I'm going to all these castings and jobs and at the crazy height of Fashion Week. And so my mother agent flew in because he wanted to meet the director of my agency, and he hadn't met her. So it was just him and I sitting down with her, and I was sick as fuck. So I'm pretty sure I like coughed into my like hoodie or coat, and you can hear shit, you know, when people are really sick, you can hear the shit coming up. So I did that, and she started, for those of you who don't remember, she started mocking me, and she's like, "Oh, I'm Diane. I'm so sick." Like straight psycho shit, right?
Yeah.
Like that's one of the most psycho things anyone's ever done to me.
You're,
and I've
you're
had
just sitting there like, Diane's not even really my name.
like dying over here.
That's not my name, and I am sick. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
my modeling / stage name is my middle name, which is Diane, and it's also my mom's name. So it was really weird being called Diane.
The whole thing, yeah.
But to this day, a lot of people still call me Diane.
Yeah.
I do only out of mocking love. No,
that's okay. It doesn't bother me. If people say Diane, I'll look. You know, I'm very used to it. It just took me a minute. Like one time, this girl, I said my name was Diane, and she's like, "Oh, that's my middle name." I'm like, "Me too." And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Well, it's just my middle name." But so, yeah, that was one of the most psycho things that anyone's ever done to me. And I've had a lot of agents tell me I was getting fat. I've been a straight size 0 since I was like 10, 12, you know, like pre-adolescence. I've been tall and thin.
It's like the tone. It's like, is there a number lower than 0?
Yeah. Well, there's a 00 actually.
What the? That sounds so made. I know it's real, but it sounds
I
made
know.
up.
Yeah. No. So, I when I was at a McDonald's in Manhattan, it was one of my bookers with. I don't remember if I was signed with Major Women at the time, but it was not my booker. It was another booker at the agency. They flipped out at me for being at McDonald's. You can't fucking eat this shit. And I was like, dude, I can eat whatever the fuck I want. And nothing.
I weigh
will happen,
92
I promise.
pounds. You shut your mouth.
Well, I weigh 115. Thank you very much. But
yeah,
just look aggressively at them and just direct
Bite
eye
it.
contact. Yeah,
Blue
exactly.
Short fries.
Eat it. Just keep eating it. They say something, just keep
I
a
can't
straight
even-
face.
just push it in harder and just eat more of the burger.
oh yeah, I still fucking got that shit, Nate.
Yes,
No one's gonna tell me
yes.
what to do, and that's why I'm so difficult to work with,
It's
right?
so difficult. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I got to go, guys. Have a good night, everybody.
Okay.
Peace out.
Okay.
Have a
Bye.
good one.
Jared, just shoot me anything you want me to try and edit, okay?
Yeah, I hate you have to make me use Discord. I don't know how to use that. I'm old.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Man.
Jared,
You can,
if you
like,
can make a movie, you can
He's
figure
gonna
out
miss
Discord.
he's gonna miss
don't
the
be-
mansion party story. That's the
get
best
together
one.
with AC. He can handle it.
Well,
All
hold
right.
on, Jared. Jared, he's on Twitter. There you go.
Yeah, I'm on
Okay,
Twitter too.
there we go.
Twitter.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Jared, don't be like the old people that come into my computer shop. Be better
That
than
is the
them.
most ridiculous shit I've
Be
ever
the
seen.
old man that can learn.
I am the old person in the computer shop.
I'll see you guys.
Yeah, have a
Peace
good
out,
night, buddy.
Umber.
Good night. Guys, I haven't even been
I love how short the Italian pigs are carrying Katie here.
She just noticed, by the way.
I
Oh.
just noticed I'm dying.
I'm like, I said
So funny.
three Italian pigs carrying her off. This isn't what I had in mind. I like your idea better. Ayo. This is why you just give very basic instruction to artists and let them do the rest.
That's what I did. I gave when I hired like Moon to do the sketches in my book, I
Yeah.
literally gave him a chunk of the chapter and said, here's where I kind of want the picture. You go with it.
That's good
Yeah,
stuff,
you
dude.
get out of here. What are you doing?
No.
So I'm sad Jared's gonna miss the story, but it's actually not very long either.
It's a good one, though.
When I got to Mexico City, it was just a nightmare from the start with my luggage being stolen and I didn't have a place to sleep. The agency there was terrible. I got there and immediately identified that I was living and working with the B team. And I mean that in the most disrespectful, unprofessional, bullshit ass secondary model way ever.
BT.
None of them could get signed in New York. Like you can't, and I'm not trying to be rude. It's just realistic. Maybe you could do commercial, maybe you can do fashion in Mexico, but you're all too short or too big to do high fashion in New York. That's just how it works. And you all really have a drug problem though, so that's like the only thing you have
She
going
saw
for
that,
you.
yeah.
Like, dude, so I had 2 co-ed apartments ever modeling, and in Korea, the boys were in one room, girls were in the other room. And in Mexico City, we had people fucking on the we get the top bunk, and they're like fucking in the top bunk. It was really disgusting.
You're looking at the
Very
at the
unprofessional.
way that how skinny the bed frame is. You're like, this is not going to work out for somebody.
When I got there, all I had was a dirty mattress with no sheet to sleep on. That was like behind the couch in the living room. I was fucking pissed.
Yeah, it's
How romantic.
And that trip ended up with me ghosting my agency and just flying the fuck home.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I got fed up. It's like after years of working as a model and building my book and, having paid jobs, they tried to keep sending me on test shoots, which are essentially just working for free. Yeah. And some were for magazine. It's going to be a magazine, but it's a test shoot. Like, no, they're going to fucking pay me to use my shit, So it was really bad. So
It sounds like they just had you in a hostel, basically.
A little bit. Yeah.
it's not even that nice, I promise.
It's not even that nice. Okay, so they kept her in the cupboard under the stairs and just trotted her out when
Yeah, like
come
Harry
on
Potter.
out, pretty tall girl. Come on.
I have pictures on Instagram of. It's so fucking funny.
You're a model,
Harry. We
Yeah.
had like lockers to lock our shit in, and they were all like all punched up and like broken.
Oh my God.
And then there
People
was
had
like
broken into them.
a mess in the kitchen, and someone just wrote "really pigs" with an arrow pointing to it in permanent marker, like on the tile. Like
Perfect.
And I took pictures of it, and my mother agent was like, "Really?" It was so fucking funny. Like I don't know if it was like, "Really, you're outing like how shitty it is," or like, "Really, it's not shitty." I don't know.
Yeah, just really. Yeah.
Really is up for interpretation. It depends on who
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. So in Mexico City, there was my bird Themis passed away, and I was really upset. And so I was like, dude, it took me forever to find weed there, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I found a local," and he's like, "This is the best weed ever," and it was like full of seeds, and like you'd smoke a whole joint and nothing happened. So I like got
It's
some
just parsley.
I got some wine, and I was out front watching the marathon, which is pretty cool, on the balcony, and like just drinking all day, like feeling sorry for myself because my bird. And so I don't remember if it was that day, otherwise it was shortly after. Some of the girls convinced me to go with them to this mansion party. So they're like, and by the way, Mexico City has the best food, like from all cultures. It's so fucking good, and I don't know why.
Also, Mexico City, for those who haven't met, it's huge.
Yeah,
Mexico
and
City's a really big place.
I did like it. So they have a lot of parks and trees for a city. It's actually very beautiful. A lot of the locals are very nice. But yeah, there's, you see like the SWAT team trucks with the men like holding onto the side, driving by all the time. And like when we went to see the I can't say it.
Teotihuacan.
Yeah, I still can't say that shit.
The
Teotihuacan.
The titty walking. What's the problem?
The titty walking pyramids. We got on the bus, and like this guy gets on with a machine gun and like videotapes us all, and I was like, what the fuck is up with that? And they're like, oh, that's in case something happens, they can identify who was on the bus. And I'm like, what the fuck?
What
really? Like
just like we'll be able to figure out who was like we'll investigate later.
It was an amazing
Surely
excuse me, what?
That was fucking awesome. And so was going up to the top with one of my roommates and having like a picnic on the roof, because it was like a skyscraper, and it was really fucking cool. And that started storming, and it was kind of scary, but really awesome. So Mexico City wasn't all bad, but everything relating to the modeling was terrible. So the mansion party, they're like, we're gonna go out to dinner, and then we're gonna go to this mansion party. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm not going, whatever, I have no interest. And they're like, no, you get paid. And I'm like, you're getting, I mean, because historically we go to these events and dinners and clubs and whatever for free, or like they'll pay for our cab fare, our food, whatever, but no one pays us.
But
so
this was this officially attached to like your gig, or was it just something that your friends found?
No, in fact, when I was signed with Major, one of our bookers was also a party promoter, which is a huge, disgusting conflict of interest, if you ask me. But they're all fucking evil. So, So no, these are just separate, I guess. But
which makes it more sketchy, because it's like this thing on the side that we're getting paid for. What?
Yeah. So they're like, yeah, the dinner's really good. And so I'm like, what do you mean mansion party? They're like, well, it's like, don't worry, it's fine. It's just like a bunch of really old millionaires and billionaires. And I'm like, well, why would we go? Oh, they just pay us to show up. It's like $100 or something, I'm like, oh, that's fucking weird,
Dangling little little.
I'd almost rather not be paid at all if they're just going to pay $100.
It's right. Yeah. But weird. I mean, in pesos,
Stanley Kubrick filming by any chance?
Exactly.
Go out to a party,
turns out it's like
100 by people.
Turns out it's like 100 pesos. It's like 4 cents.
So, okay. I unfortunately can't answer some questions, because here's how it went down. We went to dinner, which was so good. The best food ever. Oh, that restaurant was amazing. And I got and I feel like I have a pretty strong intuition and sense of, reading energy and things like that. So I got a really, really overwhelming sense of dread. And I went to the bathroom and pretended, and then I pretended to be sick. So I went to the bathroom and I came back and I'm like, I'm so sick, you guys, I gotta go. I'll see you later. Sorry. And I went back to the apartment, and they, went to their mansion party and came back all fucked up the next morning. But
Of course.
so I didn't go, and I feel like there was a reason for that. And I can tell you for sure, 100% without a doubt, that if Epstein himself hasn't seen me on modeling websites, people that work with him have. So I've had really weird things happen to me, like request go-sees and castings by sketchy people. For example, my booker at Women, who I did not get along with, I hated him, and he hated me because I'm difficult to work with.
It's a good relationship.
When I was with Major, he sent them a request to see me. So I was supposed to go to this shady area of Brooklyn to meet with him, and I did not go. And one of the reasons I didn't go is because, so a friend and I beforehand, we actually went and saw a palm reader for fun in Times Square. And she actually knew a lot of things about me without me saying anything about me. And one of the things she told me was to stay away from, which happened to be that booker's first name. So that was the first thing I thought of when I saw that. And I told my agency, I was like, I don't want to go if that's okay with you. And they're like, that's fine. So, and I'm not saying he was connected to Epstein or anything like that, but there's just weird things, that where you get a bad feeling and like steer clear of it.
Yeah.
But when I was, so do you want to bring those up? So Katya Sherman, the dumb bitch. Oh, sorry, I just gotta say it. That fucking absolute
Allegedly.
scum of the earth. It's not alleged. It happened. She is the biggest piece of shit. Yeah, and I have no problem. I don't have to say allegedly it happened. I would take an oath, and say it in court. It happened. So, do you not want to bring it up on the screen for people to see? Or
I suppose.
so
you could,
I found
actually,
her in the Epstein files. And for those of you who don't know, Epstein had control of Victoria's Secret through Les Wexner. And he had 100% of their shares and stuff like that. So I found Katya Sherman trying to fucking sell Epstein 100% of the shares for the agency, you guys.
Ooh.
Just like Les Wexner.
Yeah. I think we're gonna pull it up on the screen.
It's gonna be in the poop deck for those who have access.
For those in the
should we
Discord,
just read it then?
Pull it up. That's what I'm putting in.
Oh, gotcha. Do you want me to
You
open?
can keep
Oh, okay.
big beautiful things.
I've told a lot of people some modeling stories, and it's I always got the feeling that people think I'm exaggerating and or making shit up because they see America's Next Top Model and think it's just catty models, when in reality it's us against the people that treat us and I never put it together until I'm they literally treat us like fucking meat, which I've said for years. And Andy and I put together that we're not just the goyim or cattle, we are the prized cattle.
That's what models are, the prized cattle. Yeah,
it's freaky.
Oh, look at this one that I got. I got this shiny Charizard. Oh, look at my look at my first edition Pikachu. You know what I mean? It's weird, dude.
Your wife breathes fire.
It's what was it? It was actually a modeling show that helped me realize I do have a type when I was younger. It was weird. It was America's next top model, the petite edition.
Dude, that show is so fucking
short models,
fake and not it was crap. It drives me nuts because it's nothing like that at all. And
Oh yeah, it's like
so it's the
Chopped is
WWE
nothing
as
like
the
being
model.
a chef most of the time.
But when I met Andy, that's really why him and I bonded, because he also has had his fair share of entertainment industry, experiences. So we got to bond on that. Like, he obviously believed me and like also had his own story. So right here.
Scroll to the next one when you're ready.
All right. To Jeffrey Epstein from John Sherman. Lana, I just had a conversation with your CFO and he asked that I forward current major model balance sheet and redacted John Sherman attachment. And then begin forwarded message from Katya Sherman, major model management. Please find herewith the draft financial 2016. In the financial are not reflected $40K as accrual for the gold glit fees and some adjustment he need to do concerning write off of AR and AP. Regards, Jean-Robert Kuhn, CFO of Major Model Management. And of course, under Senior Model Manager, there's a bunch of redacted. I mean, there's a bunch of shit redacted, as you can see. Where's the other one, baby?
You can just go click back to the right more.
Yeah.
More up.
Yep.
Okay, you gotta zoom out first. So
Okay.
Click on, yep.
Okay.
Click on that one. Click, zoom in.
Okay, and then, oh, that's just the bottom of the page. Hello, Lana. It is nice speaking with you. Before I get to the shareholding issue and of the records assuring you will purchase 100% of the shares, how much money are you planning to involve buyout operations expansions? I do not want to waste anyone's time, either the owner / you or me. Best regards, Katya Sherman.
Buyout operations.
President and co-founder. So, that's just two of the same screenshot. And like, it just includes that. Okay. So yeah, and I was already, so Major dropped me because when I was doing a job for Surface Magazine, they wanted me to, I don't know if I told this story before, but they wanted me to chase a model on Floyd Bennett Field, which is in Coney Island. It's a World War II airport runway that is no longer in use. So it's all cracked up and shitty asphalt. It was windy as fuck. And they wanted me to chase this dude full on, chase him in 7-inch heels. Everyone's like, that's a bad idea. And they're like, no, have her wear the boots. No, the creative director said it matches her outfit. She has to wear the heels. So I did it. And on the fourth and final run, I snapped 3 ligaments and a tendon in my leg. They took pictures of me crying and tried to blacklist me and shit. It was just ridiculous. But I did not have health insurance, so I couldn't have my elective surgery. So I wasn't limping, so I could wear heels again, like anything, unless I did a work comp claim through their insurance. So I was going to go after Surface Magazine, since they made me do that and hire me for the job. So I wanted to go after them, their insurance, I should say, to get my surgery covered. And Major said I was going to burn bridges between them and Surface Magazine, so they dropped me. And then when we went to court, Surface Magazine threw Major under the bus, the agency who dropped me, and then Major ended up having to fucking pay for it.
Oh, jeez.
So, but yeah, like at the time, things were going really well for me. Like I was invited to dinner by the 3S4 design team, and like all of these things were happening. Like I had request castings from Steven Meisel, like really big fucking shit. And people really liked me. I was like playing their game a little bit better. And so it's like, you're right on the brink of like, okay, I wrapped up Fashion Week and everyone loves me. And now campaigns, the big money jobs and the exclusives are going to start. And then I snapped my ankle and I like felt like my life was fucking over, and it was devastating. And looking back, I'm like, thanks God.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like at the time, very upset. Looking back, thank the living Christ.
Yep.
Yes.
It's so
We've
weird.
all
how
had
that
times
happens.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, Zoolander 2 specifically is actually a documentary.
Did you guys talk about the MK Ultra tones
we
in the
didn't do
first
that.
one?
I kind of touched on how
we did when we talked about the first one. Yeah.
The first one's MK Ultra. This one is like Cult of Ball baby eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're literally out there masquerading as themselves and the shit they do in everyday life.
It's not a comedy in the way that you guys think, where they're making fun of models of like the modeling industry. This is actually a movie from the modeling industry making humor about what they actually do and how they actually think. The caricature of Zoolander is actually how they honestly believe models are, just these stupid pieces of meat that are just retarded mannequins that are
Even
just
the
like
best ones.
slaves.
Even
If
the
it has
best
to be a
prize,
mannequin, it's even worse to be a retarded mannequin.
even the best prize cattle are still cattle to them.
Yep. So the whole thing is just like, that's literally how they think of them. And Katie literally saw it firsthand. And I mean, I don't have
Experience it really.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like when you go to a job and they have food for everyone, and models get like a couple carrots or cookies and water, and like everyone else is getting lattes and shit.
I could almost hear Derek Zoolander saying, "Oh, I'm handsome. I'm so sick." I can hear that in Derek Zoolander's voice. I'm Diane. I'm so sick.
That's what she sounded
Literally.
like too.
So that's the other thing. This is what they think of the models, but they don't realize that it's projection of who they actually are. They are Derek Zoolander. They are Hansel. They are Mugatu. You know, all
Yeah.
idiots. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The modeling world.
I'm
I've
excited for
never
this.
been involved. Oh, actually, there was something from when I was younger. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sure you guys, at least Katie, and maybe even AC has experienced this.
John
So,
Casablanca.
of course, no, there's these training groups in major cities. It's like, oh, you have a lot of potential. Pay us this much money, and we're gonna set
We'll
you
get
up
your
with.
headshots. Yep. That's John
Yeah.
Casablanca. I think they were the first like big ones to do that, but 100% I knew before you even said
They
it.
have it for modeling, acting, the whole thing.
And really it's to have their pick of, so that's how they scout more people too. Of
But
course
they also
get your,
just make
get
a
your
gobble
money.
money off of suckers.
Right.
That's-
They get your money. They make you think like, oh, you have the cutest kids, or you can do modeling. And that's why people like the whole Instagram model shit. It's like I can't tell you how many people I've met that claim to do modeling. And I'm like, no, someone, just a random friend or photographer taking pictures of you is not modeling. Like, tell me what agencies
one
you've
guy
been signed
asking you
with.
to lower your shoulder a little bit more in his apartment. That's not modeling, sweetie.
Yeah.
You need an agency, and like, there's more to it. For sure.
Yeah. Well, you could be a free agent, but that'd be really hard.
It's easier
With
than
no
ever to be
experience.
an independent model, I assume, just based on how the internet works. It's sketchy, but it is more
Yeah.
accessible than it has ever been in that
The
way.
equivalent of being an indie band or an indie movie maker, kind of the same idea. You're an independent model at that rate. You know what I mean? Independent.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like how I started was interesting too, because everyone always told me like, oh, you should be a model, you're tall and skinny, and so I just kind of had it in my head like that's the only thing. I don't even know, because I didn't really want to, but I was good at it. It's like I didn't get nervous, like it's like a switch flipped and it was just natural to me.
Well, so it's also other things. There's other things too. It's like someone could be very pretty, but that doesn't mean they're photogenic.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And the whole one reason that I'm good at it is because like when the border agents coming back into the United States in Detroit, they were like flipping through my book like, is this you? And I'm like, yeah. Like, why would I have someone else's photos? But I look so different in a lot of my photos. So like the versatility, like the plainness of my face, if you will, helps too. where there's a lot of models, like they look the same in every photo to me. But like, so anyway,
so you have like an
it just
Agent
felt-
47 quality.
yeah, it felt natural and in a lot of ways. But I had my sister who worked at Glamour Shots at the time, but my sister took photos of me and I was going to send them in. I did a little researching on agencies and I was going to send them in to a specific agency, which it was Vision in Minneapolis, and I didn't do it. And it was about 2 weeks later, the owner of the agency came into my work and was like, you should do modeling. And let me tell you, I've had several people approach me and tell me I should do modeling from when I was like 13 and on. And then I looked at their website and it was like fucking artistic nudes. Like, okay.
You're 13.
Yep. Yep. At like when we'd go to like Rocky Horror
Man.
Picture Show and shit. Well, I was tall and like, you know, wearing makeup and shit. So I don't know if they knew I was underage, but
They knew.
well, I don't know. I could show you some pictures for me wearing makeup and having my hair all like curled up when I was 13, and I probably could have passed for 20. Just like a lot of people when I was 25 thought I was fucking 18. I don't know, but I had like face chub still until like just not even that long ago.
This is kind of the reason why
The
a lot of
baby fat.
parents take issue with their daughters wearing makeup too early.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought it was going to be something like that when he's like, oh, you should do modeling. And I'm like, ugh, okay. And then I saw his card and I was like, holy shit, this is the agency I never sent my photos to. So I'm like, oh, it's meant to be, you know. And maybe, I mean, I guess it was because my life.
You did it.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
you know, we've had that talk. Like, was that organic? I think so. I think that was because it was. But then again, you never know.
Yeah, what if you never know, man? What if they had a weird network of, because she had so many people saying you should do modeling, what if one of them told somebody who told somebody who told somebody, and something goes down there and the rich guy just decides to go scout one day? You know, it could be any sort of engineered thing. It could be
I don't know.
completely random and organic.
Could be them finding photos of me online and sending someone.
That too.
It's, but I will say, I have not always had the best relationship with my mother agent, but I do, especially since I stopped modeling. He doesn't do that anymore, by the way. We have a good relationship now. And we like have love and respect for each other. So as much shit as we've been through, like him contacting my mom to like tell on me for shit. I started modeling when I was like 19. So it's like my mom didn't even raise me and you're like calling my mom. But so my younger sister actually did a little bit of child modeling after I got into it with my same agency in Minneapolis. So that's why he could contact her. And then it's like, what is my mom gonna do, dude? Like, I don't listen to her. Like, she had her chance to raise me and she fucking dipped when I was 3. Like, I don't give a fuck. That was my attitude, you know. And
angry young person. Yeah.
It's kind of like somebody telling your aunt on you.
I have a much better relationship with my mom than I don't even want to say that, because I've always like defended my mom, like been the one to defend her, and like we've had our ups and downs, and I've had my gripes for sure with her, but I've accepted that she is who she is. Like, I can't change what happened, but I very much had that attitude, and I still do. Like, but I still value her advice if she gives me good advice, I guess, but that's about it. Like, she always says things like, I would have never let you do modeling if I knew such and such, and it's like, why do you think you could stop me?
But then what was she saying at the time? Who did you need to find?
Yeah, my mom, I was in a relationship with someone, mind you, who was nice enough to like take care of my birds when I was away and like watch all my shit, and deal with me being gone all the time.
Yeah, that's rough for some people. It's kind of weird how that's changed though, because I feel like my dad's generation and my grandpa's generation, like men being gone for work or like for a long time was not uncommon. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I have electrical work. I'll be gone in Boston. Donna, that's not the name she goes by. I'll be gone for 4 months. I'll see you later. Just like
He actually, he goes to out of town for his job too. So, but yeah, not to the extent of like 3 months, like, you know, maybe like 3 or 4 days or something like that. But anyway, so, you know, I was in a relationship. It was actually like my longest relationship. Like, you know, I mean, like I'm married now and like for several years, but you know, and my mom made a comment about, I'm only bringing this up because Andy did it. Otherwise, I won't even say this. But
it's interesting. It's interesting for her to go back to, oh, I would have never done it, when at the time she was saying that.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah. I'm just, you know, I don't want to just sit and trash my mom because we all say stupid shit sometimes.
Well, and we live and we learn.
Except for me. I always say smart things.
Yeah, that's true. So my mom told me that if I wanted to succeed in modeling, I should date someone with a status. And I'm like, wow, you're really telling me to like ride the coattails of a man, huh?
I find you a rich man.
And I have had plenty of opportunity, specifically with like photographers that had millions of dollars that definitely wanted to date and stuff. So I've had opportunity. So, you know, when people, so like the ex that I was actually with at the time, his brother would always act like I just wanted dude's money, which like I worked 2 full-time jobs and paid for him to like do the schooling to get his class A and shit like that. You know, like I footed the bills and stuff. And then like, you know, so like fast forward a few years down the road, he's making like fucking $40 an hour or whatever he does, you know, like working an asphalt job. And his brother was always making weird comments about me like wanting his money, and I'm like, dude, if you only fucking knew. You think I'm with him for like that when I could be with someone with millions? Oops, sorry. So it's actually pretty ridiculous. But yeah, no, it's really weird of my mom to say shit like that. And then when it came time, like when I left that boyfriend, my mom tried to tell me that I owed it to him. He was such a good person, and I owed it to him to stay with him.
Can't decide.
I'm like, you literally told me to fucking drop him like a pile of smelly bricks and find someone with status, dude.
Yeah.
And then you found Andy. Yes. Best. You did it.
Quite the opposite of everything.
Most famous bull fluffer on the West Coast. No,
biggest ears this side of the reservation.
Dude, I got some big ears.
Okay, no, you don't have big ears.
He's big in Hungary.
In fact, the psycho I dated in California, he had plastic surgery to pin his ears back when he was like 8 because his ears stuck out so far, and his mom like couldn't handle it and convinced him to get surgery.
The mom? That's bad when the mom's like, nah, this is too much.
Mom's like, I can't keep looking at you, son. I really don't like the way I make it.
I love you, Billy, but your ears are just too big.
There's too much.
I actually like, I really do like his mom though. I don't want to like, I you know, we all have our issues. That's all I'll say. But she's she doesn't deserve him.
That's fair.
Just like I didn't. Just like everyone doesn't.
Turns out
nobody deserves.
We're just foreshadowing. It was Chekhov's gun, if you will.
Yeah, I'm not sure what really fucked him up so much, but I know he got really mad when I called him a crack baby.
So maybe it was that. Well, who knows, you know?
It's like he's always angry when I call him horrible names. It's the weirdest. No, it's like when I was younger and dating, it was like my my girlfriend's family, they were like, and my parents, they were talking, and it's like, your son's not good enough for my daughter. No, your daughter's not good enough for my son. Either way, they shouldn't be together. I'm like, it can't be both things.
Yeah, I admit that with no context, it sounds bad that I call him a crack baby, but when I tell you that every ridiculous, horrible thing I ever said or did to him was way more than deserved. I mean it. Hold on.
Oh yeah, some people they foment their own karma, you know.
Oh yeah, and if by chance he ever watches this, no, never mind. I don't need to
Wave,
say it.
everybody.
You're a crack baby.
You're a crack baby, bro.
It's okay. You're just a little crack baby. We all have problems.
It's fine.
You're a crack baby.
Doctor said he might have. Doctor told my parents he might have brain damage, but who really cares? This is Hawaii in the 90s. Moving on.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I've said it for so long, but like we've been with some very not cool people, but Andy, who I consider his like worst ex and my worst ex, like they would be so perfect for each other, and I just want to like lock them in a house and like roll the cameras,
Let
dude.
nature take its course. Yeah.
That would be so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they'd just be constantly beating the piss out of each other, and like I don't know, it'd be hilarious.
Yeah. So
actually, that's not even funny, but
this pig theme though.
it's just sad.
I love this picture, by the way. This
pig
is
theme,
a lot
yeah.
less malevolent than what I imagined when I told them to draw you being
It's like
taken
the
away
three
by
little
Italian pigs.
Three little Italian pigs.
Do you want to know the funniest fucking part of that? Is
What's
that
that?
when I might have said this on the first episode, but I'm dying. No, not even the first time. The only time I've ever had like a whole pig roast was in Italy. When I was in Tuscany and people were just slicing off parts of the pig. And I was like, I'll just wouldn't. I mean, now going back, I'd slice up part of that fucking pig for sure. But I was like so disturbed by it. I was like, I'll have some French fries, and they were like unsalted, nasty French fries, and they didn't have ketchup. And I'm
The
like,
pig was the main course.
eating these nasty potatoes.
Yeah. Like
The pig would have been great.
the potatoes are just to clear your palate for more pig.
Yes,
For
dude.
real, dude. Yeah.
Yep.
That's literally. You should have so much pig flavor in your mouth that the potatoes are just fine the way they are. That's how it should be. Yeah.
I really
It's like
regret not eating
ginger
that
at a
pig.
sushi.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate
Ugh.
ginger. It like burns my mouth like it's a chemical. It's weird.
Yeah. It's true. She said that. I eat the ginger in the house.
Dude, I don't love ginger. Partially because like when I was younger, I had a different girlfriend and they made a ginger chicken, but they didn't have like little sliced ginger. They had ginger pieces. They cut them roughly the size of the chicken pieces, spiced it all, and then just cooked it that way in a giant
No.
wok. So you might be biting into a full piece of ginger.
It's not even
And
chicken.
there's no way to tell until you bite into it.
Not even
And
chicken.
It was Russian roulette in the worst way. I was sitting there, I'm like, it's not
People
their
have
ginger piece.
issues. I think they're all crack babies too.
That's what,
Oh,
It doesn't help my nausea either. It actually makes it worse. It like gives me heartburn too.
oh no.
So that's weird. But I've tried like the candied ginger and stuff like that.
Oh, do you guys
but-
want to hear about my dates this weekend?
yeah.
Yeah.
So one of them was lovely and normal. She lives a long ways away. That's the only problem. We met
Aw.
like in Bellevue. It was a lovely lunch for too much money. Anyway, and then there was the other one.
Too much fun or money?
Oh, too much money, but for
Okay.
what it was. But it was good food. It was just like it's like a city restaurant kind of deal.
Oh yeah.
But then the other one, maybe not quite what she advertised. Slightly less teeth than she advertised. Slightly younger than she advertised. And she was like she was living in
Don't
it's
make
not
fun
even,
of the toothless, okay?
this is all I'm creating a picture for you.
Okay, I
she
know,
had-
but I'm sensitive about all my toothlessness. I can't even eat, dude. It's like ridiculous.
She was 19. She had no reason.
Oh.
Oh, good lord. Well,
Yeah, see.
hold on. You don't know. You don't know her genetics, but
May-
also 19.
Maybe
That's
she just
shouldn't
lost
put
her
that out
baby teeth. I don't know.
She
Yeah,
said
those
she
are
was like in
big
her early to mid 20s.
there.
Animation
Was that
overload's
Bill?
on fire.
Or was that animation? Who
That was
said that?
animation overload.
Oh my
He's on
gosh.
fire. It's the pig energy from the amazing, brilliant masterpieces that he does. Just pig energy is really it's in the air. It's great.
Why is my arm as fat as my fucking calf?
Because
you're working out.
All the pigs are.
Because I suck.
They're the three little pigs. They're the three little pigs.
No,
I'm very tired, okay?
I got lots of pig in these.
Speaking of tired, I need to be heading out.
All right, you got 3 sausages prepping you up, okay? I don't know.
Well, we could.
One
we
woman,
can,
3 sausages.
We can go around and chill.
Yeah, we'll chill real quick. We'll head out. It's about that time. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Perfect timing, actually. Yeah.
I gotta get some reading done.
Animation. I'll toss the Iron Seas thing in there if you want to send me this.
Does reading help you get tired and sleep?
It can. What I'm currently reading will not, but it can.
What are you reading?
The Consensual Sex of Nanking.
Like a horror?
No, I'm back to reading John Truby's The Anatomy of Story. I'm on the chapter where he talks about story world and all that. After that, I've got what would be AC's favorite chapter, The Symbol Web.
There you go. Yeah, I was going to say, great choice. I mean, it doesn't really matter who's writing it. If they're trying to be serious about the subjects that you're talking about right now, that's a good choice.
Yeah. John Truby's book, I would recommend to anyone wanting to be a writer or a storyteller of any sense. He found a way to... How do I put this? I am not a formally educated man. And...
I'm an informally educated.
And John Truby has a way of putting things in a way that makes sense for how I have learned. It makes logical sense what he says. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And with that, I have now opened up Kahuna to look for fallacies in Zorn.
Yes.
He can write retard. Okay.
I expect a full report by Saturday, Kahuna.
Conveniently, I can read
did you add the content
here?
Yeah.
But,
is that this?
Oh, and I got your message, Maji.
Baby?
Yep.
Is that this?
Yes.
Oh. So these
I
are
sent
the
you the
ones from over
image,
there?
AC.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Big, beautiful image. You just got to Photoshop Katie's face on there now.
I'm loving the wig, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for everyone for coming. It's been fun getting to trash a movie for once. We don't get to do it often enough. I love that we subjected our beautiful Jared Christman to that horrible film.
Yeah.
Thank you, Katie, for sharing some of your modeling stories, especially after such a terrible movie we had to watch.
Yeah, it was refreshing. Actually, yeah.
It was so traumatizing. I think we spent a total of 4 minutes talking about the movie, and even then, it was more about the first one.
We kept on talking about other things. Like, we don't even want to talk about it. That's how bad that movie was.
Yeah, that's why Andy, I had to run to the store. And we took a nap. Like when our son naps too, we just like all fall asleep. We woke up kind of late. I'm like, oh, I gotta run to the store, which is like 40 minutes away. So we're like, well, you can just talk it. It's gonna sink anyway.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's sinking. It's sinking. You can just go to the store. Yeah.
All right, but
anyway,
thank you, beautiful guests, for coming.
Thank you.
Next time at 6:30 PST,
Wait.
the Lord's time. Ooh.
Can't we all just get a